All right, it's a Talk that Rocks, the new 105.3 FM Talk. Eddie Boyd is here. Dan Lewis, J.D. Ryan, Jonathan Dodge. All right, you got the audio? I got nothing to start the show with. Figure we'd go straight into the news. All right, let me ask Dan about the dog thing from yesterday. As soon as he's done screening.
That was just a guy wanting to know if you ever found out why Tom Likas was so interested in seeing your naked white ass.
No.
I think Tom's just a perv a little bit and just wanted to see the action.
So why wouldn't he just want to see L.A. naked? I mean,
That'd be enough for me.
Yeah. Seeing my, little scrawny white ass pounding away on it.
He just might be curious.
It's like seeing the Mona Lisa with a little velvet Elvis painting inset right on top of it. You get the idea.
Got it.
So, no, I didn't push the issue with Tom. Now, what's the story on Tara Patrick? Is she coming in this week or not?
I have no idea. Everything's getting confused.
Because nobody said anything about it. I figure she's in town. Yeah, for sure.
She's yeah.
I don't know if she's in town yet, but isn't she doing something this weekend at,
yes.
With Bruce?
Yeah. At Amazing.
Yeah. This is Friday night. She'll be there at 7. I'll be there at 8 o'clock.
I didn't ask you for the did I say the whole thing?
No.
I didn't ask you for your damn appearance information. You're the biggest slut when it comes to your appearance.
I didn't pay either way. What's the difference? I'm just telling you. Ask about Tara Patrick. Where's she going to be?
Is she in town?
Yes.
The answer would be yes.
Yes.
Well, she'll be there Friday night. I'll be there from 8 until 9.
I'm Dan Lewis. Welcome to the Russ Martin Show.
Don't try to put it off on me. Nice try.
I get paid the same way if anybody shows up or nobody shows up.
I know, but if a lot of people show up, then they invite you back out. That's why Dan doesn't do appearances anymore.
Oh.
At least for Auto Nation. I forget, are they still open?
They're gone.
Yeah, nice job.
You know how appearances at car dealerships work out.
They suck. I hate appearances. I hate it. I don't care where it is. I like the kind where you go and you hang out.
Yeah.
I like those. Like the foam party. I'm looking forward to that.
Those are fun.
We're working on a birthday trip for me in October. That'll be fun, because that's not a stand-up, wind-up, monkey, hit the cymbals type of appearance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bring people out, and then we want them to buy stuff. And it just doesn't work that way.
I can't stand those. That's why I went up on my talent rate. Everybody looks at it and they go, we can't afford that. Can I afford the Eddie? Yes, have some Eddie. Anyway, we're looking at Jamaica for the birthday party.
Awesome. Ooh, that would be great.
They're going to try and tie it in with, what's the beer? As soon as you get to Jamaica, they hand you a
Red Stripe.
That's the one.
Oh.
I think they're going to try and tie that in with the Red Stripe Brewery. Maybe have the birthday party.
That's about all we drank when we were down there. Remember?
Yeah.
It's like in every single bar.
Well, as soon as you can't
get Coors.
As soon as you get off the plane and you get onto the bus that takes you to the property, they're handing out Red Stripe on the bus. So they're working on that.
Cool.
Maybe having the party inside the Red Stripe Brewery there in Jamaica.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
Broadcast? No. No.
Not going to do that again.
Well, an afternoon broadcast would be okay, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't like broadcast. I just don't.
You feel weird being out of your home spot.
I just don't. We barely pull off the show in here, in our spots, with all our stuff, with all the preparation that leads up to the show, even though it sounds like there's none. There's some. Then you remove all of that. This show is finally, there's a fine balance to this show to where if just there's one thing out of place, what happens? It flops. Just kind of, I don't know, it's a vexing aspect. Like if somebody's out sick, whether they're important to the show or not, it still throws me off. Mm-hmm. Like the days that Dan's out.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's 2 in 10 minutes, Dan.
Yeah. I'll just stop answering the phones for a while and let you answer my screen.
It's a comfort factor. I just like everybody to be, where they need to be.
You want all your toys in place.
You hated the day. 4 hours in Cancun was like 9 years.
Yeah, it was. Well, I tell you the other thing. A, it was in the morning. Nobody wanted to get up.
Mm-hmm.
We'd flown in the night before, got to bed late.
Oh, everybody got hammered the night before.
I'm freaking out that morning because I'm unpacking my bag and find out that I accidentally packed my Glock. So I'm wigged out about that. Didn't have chance to dispose of it because I find it at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I just have time to run down to Dan and go, could you hold that to the room?
The look on your face.
And you go, what's the matter? Go to the room. There goes, what's going on? You come too. When we get to the room, I went, look. So Everett goes, just leave it here. We'll take care of it later. Everett had some interesting ideas on how to get rid of it.
We don't really need to go into those.
I don't intend to. I think the one that I decided on
Yes, let's go with that.
was best.
Yes.
To disassemble and discard in the ocean.
It worked out very, very nicely.
Yeah. Very,
Rockford Files.
ish. I was thinking of another word. Very cinematic-ish.
Yes, especially when the tugboat came pulling up next to the pier.
We thought it was the cops. Because they had a great big spotlight. You know, and that's it. They caught us
Here we go.
throwing guns in the ocean. So that was the reason the show sucked back. Was that 2 years ago?
Almost. It'll be 2 years this October.
Yeah. So I told them, no more broadcasts. I don't like them. I can't stand them. They suck. Nobody gives a rat's ass that we're broadcasting from Cancun or Jamaica.
Nope.
So what's the deal about Jamaica?
Oh, that's right. You just walked in. I think that's where we're going to have the birthday party this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Jamaica's great.
I think it's 4 hours from DFW.
You'll go insane on a plane for 4 hours.
4 hours is just about all I can stand.
You barely handled the trip to Mexico.
I didn't like flying to Midland. And that was 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Jamaica's beautiful, though. Really, really, really.
We've been there. Been there twice.
And the nice thing about Jamaica, unlike Cancun, where you have to take cabs everywhere, you can just kind of walk around and do everything you need right there next to the beach.
Yeah. And we'll probably stay at like one of the adventure tours type place.
Mm-hmm. Montego Bay?
Yeah, I stayed there before. Jack Tar Village, Montego Bay. You get there. It's one of those things you don't have to leave the property. Eat till you're sick.
That's where the airport.
Go take a crap out to the beach. Come back. Eat.
Food everywhere.
Sandcastles.
Yeah, build sandcastles out of your crap.
A never-ending supply of food and drinks.
Yeah.
Although if you don't tip, you do get eyed suspiciously.
Oh, I'm moving down there.
Flip. They just get surly.
And if you want to do some coke, all you got to do is walk off the property.
About 10 feet.
Not even that far. As soon as I stepped just beyond the gates of the Jack Tar Village, some guy rode by on the street in a bicycle. Didn't even stop. Just go, yeah, man. Stuck both his fingers in his nose and went, toot.
And we were the
And the girl I was with, she goes, what is that? I went, they don't have horns on the bicycles. Yeah. What were you going to say?
We were at the Jamaica Tourism Bureau, so we're with the government. We're in a little van going from Montego Bay to Negril to whatever. And they stopped to get some sugar cane, which they sell beside the road. Every window's open. Every window, somebody's sticking a handful of marijuana through the window. Ganja, man! Russ and I are going, no!
Yeah, it's really bad there.
They stick it through the window. It's like broccoli.
I don't think I've ever had anybody phrase it. It's like that. It's really bad there.
Well, I mean,
it's like a drive-through.
Well, but
McWeed.
It is. Well, I mean, you know, even in the airport, when you get off the plane, there are people running up to you, literally in the Jamaican International Airport. People trying to sell you things. It's just not consistent with our culture.
I'm just looking at Eddie. Wishing it was October.
I don't know the rules down there. Is it totally legal there? Or?
I don't know.
Or do the authorities just look the other way?
They look
because
the
it's
other
the
way.
main cash crop.
They look the other way.
Aside from sugar.
Even in some of the literature that you read about visiting Jamaica, they will say, now don't be offended if the natives come up to you and offer things to you for sale that you are not accustomed to buying.
I'm okay with that because all you got to do is tell them no, and they stop.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's those little effing kids when you go to Mexico and you're sitting there trying to have dinner and they're sticking those little carvings up on your table. Yeah. And they don't just stick one or two. They stick 18, and if you don't want that, then they break out the chiclets.
After dinner meats here?
Yeah. Chocolate? No, thank you. A chocolate? No. Chocolate. I don't even know what these carvings are or where they're getting them.
Oh, dear.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, Russ.
Yes?
This isn't best of today, is it?
No, one.
It sounds like it.
One.
Jamaica and talking about your trips and stuff.
Never been to Jamaica while I've been here.
Okay.
Yes, it is best of. Yeah, we're running best of, and I'm standing in the studio while we're running tapes. Hello?
Russ.
Yes?
It's Tom. Why are you doing this to me?
It's my realtor.
Oh. Hi, Tom.
I can't hear you.
What's the matter?
Oh, geez, Russ, I don't know.
What'd you do?
Let's see.
I got some help from Eddie on this one.
Yeah, that's showing the house today, and it's going really well. So the walk out and back, and you have a mannequin floating in the pool.
Oh, you did not. You didn't in the pool?
The woman proceeds to scream
Yeah?
and run out of the house.
Why do you even bother having a realtor? Are you just torturing this guy?
Eddie came over last night after Spider-Man. We figured, all right, we did this, and the mannequin kept sinking.
Yeah.
So then we had to run up to Skaggs and get some water wings.
Right.
And you wrapped that around the arms and had to do it. Did we do it on the ankles?
Right as the kneecap.
Yeah, so it would float. And I just put it in some clothes and, threw it down on its stomach.
Why do you bother? Why do you bother having people come over and look?
Yeah. I mean, when you're putting water wings on the mannequin.
They didn't look upstairs, but I went through and looked, and you had a nice tissue pile waiting for them.
Yeah. So you don't think this one's going to pan out?
No, I don't think this one's going to pan out.
What about the people that wanted me to come off the price of the house?
Oh, that you went up $1,200?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said no.
Oh. Did you miss that, Everett?
No.
Oh, they wanted to. They saw the house once and automatically wanted me to come off. What was it? $15,000.
15
grand, and wanted a carpet allowance of
$1,500.
Okay.
So I said no carpet allowance, and we're going up $1,800.
And then I negotiated you down to.
Yeah, Tom got me down to $1,200.
Yeah.
Above the cost of what I was asking for.
You have a very unorthodox method of negotiation.
I don't have it. I'm an unmotivated seller. My new house isn't even built yet. I'm in no rush. I don't care. Hey, when you bringing over some Negroes?
Why would he bother bringing anybody over again?
Yeah.
Really? Wasting his time.
Well, it's not. I'm going to run out of stuff.
When?
Yeah. I don't know. I was pretty proud of the pool and the body floating in the pool.
Oh, it was really good.
You get a picture of that? That'd be good.
The woman, I mean, she was really freaked out. They wouldn't even, couldn't get him back in, telling him you just had a weird sense of humor.
I would like, in fact, I'll even come off the price of the house if you bring over some black people.
Well, Russ, I'm happy to show a house to any race, creed, sexual orientation, so. But, anyways.
I don't even care if they can afford the house. Just bring them by and have them make a lot of noise as they're coming into the house to look at it.
What you just want your neighbors to see.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Because the snot bag neighborhood that I live in, that'll drive them nuts. I even have them come up in the front yard and scream, "Oh, howdy," and pull the realtor sign up out of the ground.
Make them wear sombreros, too.
This is the one. Do that.
Well,
a bunch of them. The more people that you get in there, I'll even come off I'll sell the house for less.
Well, do you mind taking the mannequin out of the pool?
When's the next showing?
Tomorrow.
What time?
I'm not sure yet. I'm going to email it to you when I find out.
All right. I'll get it out of the pool.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
And replace it with?
We'll hang it in the closet.
Yeah.
Anything in the fridge this time?
Still the chocolate dildo in the freezer.
They shouldn't be looking in there anyway.
Yeah, the fridge isn't for sale.
No, but people get nosy when they're looking at a house. They look at all the cabinets, the drawers.
There's nothing in the drawers to be seen. I mean, in fact, all my personal stuff is in the drawers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they assume the risk if they open your freezer.
Yeah.
In fact, they should apologize. They're going through your stuff like that. That's just rude.
Should put a picture of me in the freezer. The little sign that says, what are you looking at? I used to do that when I was dating a girl, and I knew she went through my stuff. Just searching through the house. Like if I'd leave her alone in the apartment, I'd leave little notes in the drawer and stuff like that. What are you looking for? Love you. Keep snooping. Me right, Nettie.
I just had a brainstorm.
For what?
Next time.
Oh, let me see what you're writing now. Because I'm starting to run out of ideas. Oh, yeah, we could do that. Do you have a wood chipper? Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. Because all the little easy petty stuff, I'm running out of. Not flushing the toilets, leaving tissues on the carpet, mannequin floating in the pool.
Right.
Can we borrow an old lady?
To do what?
Just like leave her in the closet. Paint her coat really white like she's been in there forever.
I know.
Close the door!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we could tie somebody up, put them in the closet.
Yeah. Sawdust floors. Just spread sawdust out throughout your entire house. Kind of like they do at that steakhouse in Denton.
Oh, it'll confuse them. They'll think it's a steakhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Ha.
Yeah, that mannequin idea is great.
The mannequin idea was genius.
Yeah. Wow. Or better yet, if you get your mom to just sit in the closet.
No, she'll stay. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Russ,
What?
put the mannequin in the freezer. Wrap it up with some clothes on it.
Oh, just the head.
Oh, it's just a head. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Well, that's a great idea.
Don't open sign.
Yeah. Keep frozen. Mm-hmm. Do we have to take a break here?
Yes.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We got to start news.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Dude. You rock.
Nobody sees that. We do that every time coming back out of a break. I do the air guitar where it goes,
Yeah.
JD flashes the lights.
Fun experience.
Very impressive.
People wonder why we're not on TV.
Felt like I was at readers.
All we're missing is the dope. Tell me the story again really quick. The buddy of yours that gets high and they hit him in the stomach?
Yeah, I knew this guy in high school. He would, apparently, this is some big thing that was once fashionable. People smoke. I'm sure listeners know about this. Inhale a big puff of smoke and then have someone push on your diaphragm. And apparently it makes...
And you pass out.
That's my understanding.
And what's the magic of that?
I couldn't tell you.
But they do that.
From what I understand, I'm sure the phones will light up at this point. So to speak.
Why is it getting high just isn't enough? I mean, if you're going to do that,
how long do you stay out?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I'm sure there are people out there that do.
I knew some guys that did that. They thought that was the funniest damn thing in the world. They'd be at a party or whatever, they'd get high and they'd start knocking each other out.
What, they just hit each other in the stomach?
These guys one of them would get behind the other one and put him in a stranglehold until he would pass out. That was their way of knocking each other out. They just thought that was funny as hell. But for some reason, getting high and then passing out, I guess it enhances the high when you come out of it.
Oxygen deprivation being what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something, Eddie?
No.
Oh. How did we get off on that? I forgot during the break. Oh, Rob wants us to hang him. What?
Oh.
Hang him how? Hang? Rope hang. By the neck hang. Where did this come up? Am I kidding, Eddie?
No. Thinks it'll be a kick.
He said he wants to lose just enough oxygen to pass out. That's whatever. Eddie even said, all right, if we do it, he's going to, just for liability reasons, Rob is going to have to kick his own stool out from underneath his legs.
Yeah, we need to stop this. Seriously.
He's going to do it without us. Who are we to? He'll think about it long enough. And
we should be here to help him in case he strangles himself.
Yeah.
Well, and who are we to stand in the way of progress?
Oh, no, really, come on. No, rope hang, neck hang, that's nuts.
That's what he said. I don't think, to where you kick the thing out and it snaps your neck. I don't think he wants that.
Well, like a slowly lower down?
The gradual.
Yeah. Well, maybe that way, if his stool's still there, he starts to pass out, he can get himself up. I can just see all of us trying to him passing out, us all trying to hold him up while somebody cuts the rope. This is wrong.
No, I just see you holding him up while everybody else stands and laughs.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody cut him! Nah, we're busy.
What is it, Kevin?
Yeah, I used to pass out when I was younger. What you do is you bend over with your back to the wall, and you breathe real heavy, and then you come up and put your hands across your chest, and someone will stand in front of you and push real hard for a minute, and you hold your breath, and you slowly pass out, and you don't even realize that you've passed out, and you just go completely limp. And then as you're waking up, it's like coming out of some freaky, twisted nightmare. You don't even realize you had passed out, and everybody's standing over you laughing their asses off.
And what's the thrill? I'm missing it.
The thrill is coming out. When you realize, holy crap, I just passed out, and your body gets all tingly. And
do you understand this probably isn't really the best thing in the world for your brain?
Well, I did this when I was like 14. So I didn't, you don't think about that kind of stuff when you're that age. I don't do it anymore, but...
How old are you now?
25.
I don't know.
So it's been a while.
Okay. All right.
I just...
It's never enough for people. Mm-hmm. It's like with sex. Not enough. You got to stick things in your tuchus or
tie people up or...
Yeah.
Chinese love chairs.
Some chicks like to be choked when you're having sex with them. That I like. I like that so much. Sometimes I don't even wait for sex. Yeah. What are you doing? Foreplay. What is it, David?
Your body weight alone will pull your spine apart at your neck.
Oh. All right, we'll tell him. Thanks.
He's got a muscular neck, though. That might not apply.
Maybe he thinks because his neck is so big he can do it.
Maybe it's some sort of test that he's undergoing.
Yeah. What is it, Chris?
I have an idea for what you can do with the house.
Yeah.
Picture this. It's a nice, clean house. Nothing. Tom looks around first. No problem.
Right.
Nice little couple walks in, and all of a sudden, Rob comes running. They're at the house with Eddie behind him, firing the blanks at him.
Okay. All right, thanks. It's got to be a variation on that. It's a little funnier, but I get the idea.
And the way they get the fact that it's a joke is I walk in with my business card and ask them if they want to sue.
Or you put somebody, in an area they're not supposed to be looking anyway. Like in the fridge.
Right.
You open up the fridge, somebody's in there with a gun. And you whack them. Little sign on the fridge. Don't open this. Don't look in here.
Naturally, they have to check.
I would have to. Mm-hmm.
And eventually you're going to find someone that really wants the house, and this is just going to make them want it even more because people want what they don't think they can attain.
Right. Oh, and I'm making this as hard as I can on him because he wants to show the house. For some reason, they don't like to show a house with the owner there. It's like, I don't care. It's not like they walk through the house. When I was looking at houses, I don't walk through and go, that's cracked, I don't like this, it blows. You just walk through, and either you like it or you don't.
Right.
Because he goes, okay, I want to bring somebody by at a certain time. Can you leave the house for a while? No. That's the whole purpose of you showing them the house while I'm home is I don't want somebody going through my house when I'm not here. I don't like that. I don't care if you're with them or not. Well, can I bring them by at noon? Nope, I'm watching the news. About 12:30, still eating. 1, getting ready to go to work. What about in the morning? Show prep.
So what's his time window?
10 to noon.
Okay.
And actually, he's got to be out by 11:58 because that's when I'm steaming my broccoli.
I see.
Because everything's got to be ready to eat at noon. When you hear the dun-dun-dun-dun, the Channel 8 stuff,
right.
Everybody's got to leave me alone because I'm sitting down to eat to watch the news. I don't like my stuff to be messed up. So it's driving him nuts because other people think, I can't see the house between 10 and noon. Then you can't have it. I think Everett's right. The more that you limit it, and the harder you make it to sell that house, the more somebody's going to want to have it.
That's true. Makes sense.
And I'm not coming down off the price.
Well, that's when the true fun begins.
Why?
Well, because you find somebody that wants the house no matter what.
Yeah.
You can have your way with them.
I have people emailing me now. Want to know where it is so they can come look at it. That's not... Nice try. No, huh? Hello?
Yeah, I got an idea for next time Russ wants to sell his house.
Yes.
I think he should get like a drunk homeless person in there, going through his food or passed out in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, it would.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think it's good. Hold on. Let me put you on. What's your first name? Because I want to put you through to talk to Russ.
Matt.
Matt?
Yeah.
All right, tell him just like that because that's funnier than hell.
All right.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, Matt. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, I think you should get a drunk homeless.
Drunk dead. You ready? All right, 350. J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.
How can they not see that coming?
Because they're idiots.
Over and over and over.
Well, they're listening to the radio.
Yeah. As old and as stupid as that is, it makes me laugh every time.
Every single time.
It works. All right. It's about 350. J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk.
Thank you. Brought to us by Bridgestone Tires. It grips wet roads even as the tread wears down. Visit your local Bridgestone retailer today. Bridgestone, a grip on the future. It is Wednesday, May 1st. It's National Masturbation Month now officially. Birthdays today. Mac Daddy turns 21. Tim McGraw turns 35. Ray Parker Jr. is 48, and Rita Coolidge is 57 degrees. Also birthdays today. Well, 57 degrees. Yeah. 57 years old. I was thinking about my next one, sorry. Batman's birthday today. It's his first appearance in Detective Comic number 27 back in 1939. Batman.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. John David Battaglia was sentenced to death yesterday after a Dallas jury rejected defense arguments that his bipolar illness should lessen his punishment. This will be cut number 4, by the way. For murdering his 2 daughters. His ex-wife got up on the stand and said Hitler didn't kill his own children. Jeffrey Dahmer didn't kill his own children. And his parents, after all the sentencing, had this to say.
We suffered the loss of 2 beautiful grandchildren.
This is whose parents? Battaglia's?
Battaglia's.
Battaglia.
And now my son. And no matter what we may think or say, he's still my son. And I love him.
There you go with that. And then she continued. She got her last word in. It's number 5. This is Miss Pearl, Battaglia's ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, I heard this.
She was talking to him. Yeah. After she said Hitler didn't kill his own children and Jeffrey Dahmer didn't kill his own children, blah, blah, blah. She goes on to say,
you chose to shatter my world forever by brutally terrorizing and executing the 2 sweetest, innocent, and kind babies in the world. The only 2 people in the world that cared for you.
I missed it. Has he actually said why he did it?
I don't think so.
He never spoke, except that one time when he said, I loved them.
Right.
It's the only words
I did.
Yeah. It's the only words.
So he still hasn't, in any of the phone messages or anything, it hasn't come out why he killed him?
Nope.
All right.
But you know what?
We're just all assuming he did it to piss off his wife.
Well, sure. Had her on the phone.
Well, yeah, the phone message afterwards. You know.
You and trusted you, their father, with their lives. Don't ever give me a second thought. I would like to say the next time you see me is when they put the needle in your arm. But I'm not going to waste the time to be there.
Oh, I would. She also goes on to tell him he burns in hell.
Eternal hell. She'll see the daughters again.
Why would you want to go and watch him be put to death?
I guess, maybe this is closure for her and she can go on with her life.
Nah, I think actually seeing him die, that would be the perfect ending.
She'll probably be there.
Well, it's not going to happen next week. Appeal's automatic, right?
Yep.
Just one?
It'll be years and years and years.
So if he loses his next appeal, can you get another one?
Well, that's debatable. The first one is automatic. The second one's not.
The second one would have to be on if something was wrong, either discovery, a discovery phase or something happened.
It would be the same basic principle involved. Was there a matter of evidence or law that was erroneously ruled on by the court, or was there some sort of procedural occurrence that should...
There would have to be a reason for a third appeal. Second appeal is automatic. I'm sorry. There'd have to be a reason for the second appeal. First appeal is automatic.
Yes.
That's done just because it has to be.
Right. The second appeal the appeals court could refuse to hear the second appeal.
Got it. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, less than half the number of the North Texas stations slated to perform the new tougher vehicle safety and emission inspections today will be ready for the very first day, which is today. Even so, officials say they don't anticipate any major problems in Dallas, Tarrant, Collin, or Denton counties. Remember, that's going to cost you $40 now to get your car inspected.
People were waiting in line. Had some guy on yesterday from Jiffy Lube. Said to get your car inspected over 7 hours, and people were waiting in line to save what? $15.
Yeah, they were open until midnight last night.
To save $15.
Well, that works out to about $2 an hour.
It wasn't just to save the money. It was also because their cars would not pass.
You can't let me be right on anything, can you?
I mean, it was that also, but the one guy that I saw interviewed, he's like going, "Oh, this car is okay. I'm just going to go ahead and get it done, but I've got to come back later with this other car, and it won't pass."
Yeah, you're right. That's probably the biggest thing.
But now, if you don't get in Dallas, Tarrant, Collin, or Denton County, if you go to, say, Jack County,
you have to be a resident of the county now.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you just can't drive out of your own county.
You know that. All right. Bisexual people are more likely to have mental health problems than either heterosexual or homosexuals, folks, according to a new study. Adverse experiences in childhood and adulthood, poor social support, and financial problems were identified as a major risk factor behind mental health problems in bisexuals. The study also found that more women identified themselves as homosexual or bisexual than men do. 4.5% young women, 2.7% of older women, compared to the 2.7% of young men and 2.4% of older men.
How you feeling?
Shut up.
Why would any guys admit to being bisexual?
Exactly.
I don't see any upside to that at all.
No.
Chicks, there's that mystique of the lesbianism stuff. Mm-hmm. The guys, who wants to admit that they like a thing smacked in your face?
And you come out as being homosexual. I guess it's coming out of the closet and you feel, you know.
I wonder why they're saying bisexuals, or is it the...
It's just there's more of a social, what's the word?
Stigma.
Yeah, there is. More of a social stigma as being bisexual than there is being homosexual. At least
seems like there would be more of a stigma to be a homosexual.
At least you've defined yourself.
Yeah, you can live in one world or the other.
Yeah.
Not straddle the fence.
People are both kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, a female vice principal allegedly lifted girls' skirts in front of male students and adults to make sure they weren't wearing thong underwear at a dance recently in California. Students say they were told to line up outside the gym before entering the dance so they could check their underwear. Those wearing thongs were turned away from the dance. Parents are suing now. Good Housekeeping magazine survey of 1,000 women aged 30 to 55 found that 1 in 3 are too tired for sex these days. The problem is more than half of them claim they're too stressed out from going to work and taking care of their man. 16% say they try to relieve tension by having sex. Same survey also showed that 9 out of 10 working women believe life was more enjoyable for their grandmothers who did not have to work. And let's see, today, it's the third year for the free scoop night at the Baskin-Robbins. It's their way of saying thank you to their customers.
Is this real, or is this an internet email thing you got?
This was real. I saw it on ABC TV this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Baskin-Robbins will make a donation to the first book to provide new books for children from low-income families. To date, Baskin-Robbins has supported the distribution of more than 500,000 books to the cause. First Book is a national nonprofit organization with a single mission to give children from low-income families the opportunity to read and own their very first book. Last year, First Book distributed 7 million books to children in more than 700 communities nationwide. So tonight you can go to Baskin-Robbins between 6 and 10 and get your free scoop of 2.5 ounces of ice cream.
I think the first book I ever had was...
Well, it was a little engine that could.
Dr. Seuss's Sleep book.
Eddie, was yours a manual?
Soldier of Fortune.
Of course. Rosie O'Donnell.
Mine was a Bopsy Twins. Somebody gave me for Christmas. I never read it. Bopsy Twins and the Doodlebug Mystery.
Oh.
I remember that. I never read it. I've never read a complete book, ever, for any reason.
Are you serious?
Never.
Even through college?
Nope.
Not even Cat in the Hat? Because that's short.
If you count Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah, those are good.
I've read those. Any book for college? No. I can't stand it. I just can't.
You don't need to read books for college.
Good, because I didn't.
No, I'm just...
You mean now?
Well, no, period. Even when you're in college.
Why?
Because you can scan.
Huh?
Take notes and scan. Just scan the main points of chapters. Really, that's the best way to do it. That's what you get the heart, the meat of the information.
I didn't do any of it. I hated college. I hated high school. I just wasn't so damn popular. I'd have dropped out.
Okay.
That's why college was just kind of hit and miss. I went to Eastville for a while, went to North Texas, got tired of that, came back, went to Eastville some more. Went back for another semester to North Texas, like ping-ponging back and forth. I get tired of one and go to another one. It's like everything else now. I don't even know how many hours I have. I have no idea how far I was away from graduate. I probably don't even have the right credits. I probably have enough to graduate. They're just all in the wrong courses. I never get track.
And you were paying all that time?
Yeah.
Jeez.
My parents never paid for anything. Nothing. And I've worked 2 jobs. Carry around dead black people on my head.
My kid just told me what his college is going to be, or if he gets in. Texas A&M Commerce. $4,500.
A semester?
Daddy, write the check.
He's not going to go to college.
Yeah, well, he is actually. He's graduating. They've accepted him.
Which kid?
Chris.
The one you don't like?
I love him. Stop it. The one that's 17.
Why is he thinking he couldn't stand the confines of high school or band camp or jobs? What makes you think he's going to go to college?
Write the check, Daddy.
Are you going to pay for it?
No, we've discussed financial aid of some type of grants.
Are you going to pay for anything?
I'll help him out, sure.
You know that's going to be a waste.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you don't care?
What am I going to do?
You tell him, do what my parents did. Go to community college.
He's going to put some cash into it, as well as...
Why can't he go to TCJC or whatever it is out there?
He's been accepted to... He auditioned musically for Texas A&M a couple of weeks ago.
Are they going to let him go for cheap?
They're going to, they're going to actually give him a $1,500 scholarship.
Okay.
Each semester, and then the family will come up with the rest. And I told him, you fail one course, you're done. You're out. Come home, go to work. One course.
You are such a...
What do you mean?
Dolt.
Why? What's wrong with that?
God.
That he's paying part of it.
He's not going to...
Then he doesn't go, because I don't have it.
Is he paying for his cell phone? Is he paying for his car?
He's paying for his cell phone.
Is he paying for his insurance?
He's not paying for insurance. He pays for his gas. He pays for his, what was that? His cell phone, yes.
Yeah. So he is paying for those?
Yes.
Oh, my mistake. Then send him to cop. Obviously, I missed the conviction that's in his life.
Well, obviously you do. We could all be wrong. He's doing very well. I saw his grades. He's all in the mid-90s in high school now.
That's great. And he's had to hold that up for how long?
About 6 months.
Oh.
Well, he's doing well.
Well, that's great. You don't get much better than mid-90s, you know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It is. It's great. I'm trying to be encouraging because I think it'd be great if he win and excel.
We all have our lessons in life. We'll see what he does. I don't know. Who the heck knows?
Another John David Ryan platitude. We all have our lessons in life.
We do.
This may be one for you.
Yeah.
Probably is.
No. JD's not going to learn from this. He loves his kid too much. I've been trying to straighten him out.
Quit loving that boy. Quit helping him.
That's the problem is you keep helping him. Every time he screws up, he knows he can go back to daddy.
He's got money. He's got money invested in this. If he messes up, it's his cash.
He's had money invested in other stuff.
Like?
He didn't put any money into the band camp? Nothing came out of his pocket.
Let me think. Yeah, it did.
Well, he's doing a lot better since he tried to go out on his own.
Yeah, absolutely. He got it when he was on his own. About 6 months. He gets it.
Yeah. But he may do well. That may have been the maturation experience that he needs in order to go to college.
He doesn't want to come back and go to work. I can guarantee you that. He got a taste of that.
Hold on a second. Let me take this call and then we got a break. Sure. What is it, Stephen?
Well, I was just wondering why is he telling you so much money? Is he wanting to live out there?
Yeah, it's commerce. He can't drive it back and forth every day.
He could drive. I did it from 1996 to
I don't want to
99
till last year.
No, well, last year I got my master's degree, but both of them from there.
Yeah, why can't he drive? It's only an hour.
It's not that bad of a drive.
It's 2 hours back and forth. I don't want him on the highway that much.
It's 1 hour.
Why? He's a grown man.
I don't want him burning the miles on the car. He needs to be out
this
there.
This car that's already crapped out?
Yeah, exactly. It'll blow up, and that'll be worth nothing.
Then he can move out there. Why not drive it until the car falls apart?
I want him living out there on campus.
He could drive.
Yeah.
That's his responsibility not getting a ticket because there's highway patrol up and down that road.
Ew.
But, I mean, he doesn't have to live out there. I guarantee you if he lives out there, he's going to be party. Because
he'll get one semester to party. Then he comes home and goes to work. And he knows what that's like.
Yeah.
He gets it.
And he's going to... Okay.
All right. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. That's another lesson. There we go.
How many does he get?
I don't know.
Before you don't bail him out again.
I'm not bailing anybody out. He's working toward his own college.
Is he doing all this? Is he doing any of this on his own?
Yeah. He spent the day today actually looking for girls.
Would he do any of this without you?
Of course not. That's what parents do. That's what parents do.
All right.
Parents support their children. And not bailing somebody out. You're supporting your child.
You tried that. That didn't work. That's why he is where he is now.
That's why when he left, I didn't give him a dime until he came back home.
Until he came back.
That's right.
When you bailed him out again.
That's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him at home. I wasn't bailing him out. He needs to be at home.
You're bailing him out.
He's 17. He needs to be at my house.
Him up out of water.
He needs to be at my That's what
JD wanted him to come back home, dragging his tail between his legs.
No. He learned a lesson. He's back. Just like Dan will do with his daughter. She'll make mistakes, and that's what parents are for. They're there to catch
her. She can leave the house. You can live with Uncle Russ.
Not much chance of that.
You don't know. She likes her Uncle Russ.
Not really.
Yes, she does.
No.
She likes me. Tell her some stories. I'm sorry, we have to break now. There we go. I'll go ahead and just finish up right here.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason to come back and do any more.
All right, there's news and information up to the spine. KDAF-TV, how to avoid nursing home nightmares and protect the ones you love.
Let me guess.
Marty Griffin with a special report tonight on WB33 News at 9. The right choice at the right time. I'm JD Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 4:13. Do a check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge out of controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks. White Lightning.
Why, thank you, Russell. Just a couple of things in Dallas. First of all, this report brought to you by City of Dallas Water Utilities and Just Brakes. Are your brakes grinded? Call Just Brakes and ask about their four-wheel friction reline for as little as $99.88. Just Brakes. Just stop and just think about it. All right, in Dallas, eastbound 635 near Skillman. Traffic is unwinding from some road work. They're picking the cones and crap off now. And that should be out of the way in just a moment. Northbound 935 Simmons just past Industrial. Expect some minor delays due to an accident just being taken care of right at this moment. This report brought to you by AT&T Wireless. They welcome you to M-Life, a life where you'll be connected in new ways to the people and things you care about most. Also brought to you by Carfax. Are you in the market for a used car? Don't get stuck with a lemon. Go to Carfax.com. That's CARFAX.com. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge. And the new 105.3 FM. Light it.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right. Fair and mild tonight, 63 for the overnight low. A little cooler tomorrow, partly cloudy. Should be about 76 for the high. We have 91 degrees currently at the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
You seen the HOV lane yesterday, the one coming up 35? People got stuck for an hour and a half.
Yes.
That looked fun in the paper.
Yeah.
Everybody sitting outside of their cars.
It's like the front page of the Metro section in the Dallas Morning News.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
Jeez.
I think some idiot, a van, decided his van was breaking down, and that's where he would go pull over in the HOV lane. And the van just crapped out, and everybody got stuck, and those gates that are supposed to remotely open,
right?
I guess the exit gates, they didn't open. So then they had to send I don't know what the tow truck was for. Do you know, Eddie? They sent a tow truck, backed it down into the HOV lane, but I don't know what the hell it was. I guess get the van out.
Yeah, they yanked the van out, yeah.
I was thinking maybe it was pulling the... Yeah, I don't really care. I just saw that and I was thinking, hey, I'll be using that once I move to Cedar Hill and the new station moves over to 183 at Mockingbird. I can use the... No, the hell I'm not.
You can't use the HOV anyway.
Why?
If you're alone.
Just another use for that mannequin.
For a dog. Every day. What? Every freeway. 183 is a mess. You can't do that. You can't do 635. They're doing the bridge work out there. 635 here by the radio stations. All backed up all the time.
Yeah, and about the time that we'll move, they'll get this crap fixed up here. Yeah, or at least the part that leads to Coit, and you can get right to the station. Same thing was going on when I lived out in Las Colinas. They were working on, I think, Las Colinas Boulevard. And about the time I moved, they got it all fixed. Herds. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yes, whatever happened with that lady and their daughter and the dog that got run over with the 2 broken legs?
Dan, what happened with the vet? Did you ever call I forgot to call the evil vet, the one that, thanks for calling. The one that turned the dog. You don't even know the story, do you ever?
No.
Oh. Some 12-year-old girl calls us at the end of the show yesterday. Dan thought it would be funny to put her through.
Well, you had the option of picking up, but
I didn't know what it was.
You didn't wait for me to finish typing it in.
She had been
jumped the gun.
She had been on hold for 5 minutes.
No, she hadn't been on hold for 5 minutes.
Had.
No, she hadn't. I just put her on hold.
Plus,
and the only thing that was up there was her name.
It said
Caitlin, and I was just starting to type in the rest.
You're right. The whole comment line was full. How much more can you type in there? There's another little page pop up.
Did you bother to read it? Then you would have known what she was calling about.
It just said Caitlin, little girl.
No, it did not.
All right, I made that up.
You did.
I did not. Anyway, Everett, Dan puts her through. Lies to me.
Again?
Yes. Anyway, something happened a while back. Their house burnt down. She wasn't wanting money for that. In fact, what did her house burning down have to do with the dog?
They were strapped for cash at the moment and couldn't get the dog taken care of right away.
Okay. So you got a little girl that's called in. Their house just burnt down. Then their dog gets run over and both its legs broken. Okay?
Wow.
Now's about the time that the steel guitar comes in.
Right.
Then they take the dog to a vet close to where they live. Vet goes, well, it's going to be at least $1,000, maybe more, because we think the legs are broken. She goes, well, I don't have that. Can I give you $300 now, and then I'll pay the rest of it out? I went, no. Gave him the dog back with its legs broken, in pain, to take home.
You're kidding me.
Mm-mm.
Even ask how much it would cost to put the dog down, sleep. $400 to put the dog to sleep.
$100 more than you have.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the little girl calls me. Then we get her mom on the phone, and they're not really wanting money. They just want to know if we know of a vet that can help them out, to let them pay it out over time. So then we call Johnny England's house from Operation Kindness.
Right.
Johnny ain't there, but her mom with the big can.
Oh, yeah. Real saggy ones.
All right.
Oh, gee. I'm just making sure we got the right person.
Yeah. Johnny just happens to be listening to the animal shelter. Calls in. They get a vet. What is it called? City vet?
City vet. Mm-hmm.
They said not only could they bring the dog over, they would let them pay it out. They closed at 7, but they would wait on them. And I don't know the story after that.
We'll need to talk to Barbara. She should be in by now. Barbara is the nurse that is helping with Kiki. That's the name of the dog.
What kind of dog is it? Because I got emails.
Sheltie.
Okay. Is that a big dog?
Shelties are little dogs.
Do those look like the shrunken collies?
Shrunken collies, yes.
Little lassies.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I found that out when I called this afternoon, but they said Barbara should be in by 3:30, 4 o'clock. So.
Oh. Well, see, can you get her on the phone?
Okay.
The whole thing that threw me off. Hey, I don't want to mess with that. This nice stuff is ruining the show. It is, because now we're a clearinghouse for cash because people know we have the Listeners Foundation fund set up.
Right.
And they think it's just a limitless supply. And it's not.
Sure.
We just sent a check over to the widow for the cop that got shot in a white settlement.
Right.
Sent money to LaBella's kid when he got whacked. What else did we send out a check for?
Gosh, I can't remember.
Go with the bike.
Yeah, the bicycle. That was $3,000 right there.
Yeah.
Anyway. Where was I going?
just the fact that...
I was just shocked that a vet would, thanks. Dan's helping me in the other room with hand signals. I was just shocked at the fact that a vet would look at a dog with busted legs and go, nah, we can't help him. Oh, you got cash, but no, we're not going to do anything.
We're on our third vet.
It doesn't cost $400 to put an animal to sleep.
No. But, I mean, it took a while. We had to shop around and have unfavorable experiences with a couple of other clinics before we found the one that we've been with for several years now. They're really, really, really good. But there are a lot of them out there that you are just in it for the money, seemingly.
Is that her on the hot?
Yeah, it's Barbara.
Yeah. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm lovely. All right, what's the story on this little Sheltie?
Well, we've got Kiki here. She brought her down last night.
Yeah.
She does have 2 dislocated hips. Both her hips are pretty far dislocated.
But dislocated is better than broken.
It's just a different surgery.
Okay.
It's just a different surgery, but she does have a crushed pelvis on her left side.
All right. What's the tab going to turn out to be on all this?
We're estimating it'd probably be about $1,200 to about $1,500. She's going to need 2 to 3 procedures to correct it, which are scheduled for this afternoon. We're going to get started on them.
And you guys are going to let, what was the name of the chick that brought her in?
It's Winona.
Yeah. You're going to let her pay that out?
Well, she's come up with, she had a down payment to begin with of $300, and routinely if we do make payment arrangements with people, that's the minimum that they start with.
All right.
She had that to begin with, so she is going to continue paying out the rest of the bill.
Does it throw you that somebody would take an animal, a vet, and go, nah, we can't help you, get out of here with your animal with busted legs? Is that weird to you, or is that kind of a norm in the industry?
You know, I talked to Winona when she came in last night, and I told her too that our situation's a little bit different because we're involved with so much rescue work.
Well, your situation's a little different because you guys aren't a bunch of assholes. You're not.
Well, thanks. But if someone just called out of the clear blue and said, do you make payment arrangements, we would probably say no too. I mean, we need to know the situation and we need to know what happened and
hold on a second.
They can help and if they're even willing to take some of the responsibility. And that's the main thing with us is we'll work with people, but they have to be willing to help themselves to some extent.
Right. Dan, with Winona, did she originally call that vet or did she take it into that vet?
She said she took the dog into the vet because she said she stood there and cried in his office and he wouldn't budge on
anything.
No.
All right. That's the part that pissed me off. Mm-hmm. Did you ever call the evil vet?
Yes, I did call the evil vet.
And what did he say?
I talked to the receptionist. She has no memory of that dog ever coming in there or anyone named Winona coming in there for months.
You think we're getting hosed?
No, I don't think so. Probably they may not if they didn't charge her anything for the examination or they just basically tossed her out.
Right. They
don't have a record of it.
Did you ask her what it normally cost to euthanize an animal?
They said one that size normally about $100.
Is that about right?
Under $100.
Well, wait a minute. She said that they told her $400.
But
I talked to her last night about that too, and I'm not sure if she may have gotten that point confused because for us, $50 at the most, even an emergency clinic, it's $80 $80 to $100 at the most.
Well, she seemed pretty adamant about that one.
Unless she had already told them I've only got $300, so they just told her right up front $400, more than she could possibly come up with just to get rid of her.
Did they say that?
No.
Kind of like the thing you're doing with your house.
What?
Bumping the price up whenever people try to buy your house.
That's a totally different thing. It's not an animal that's sitting there going through a lot of pain.
I agree.
That's the part that just irritated the hell out of me.
Sure. I did ask the evil vet, do you ever help anybody out as far as, with payments?
Yeah.
She said not if they don't know them. It's kind of up to the doctor. But if they don't know you, they're not going to do it.
Yeah, if it's only an animal. What the hell? In pain. Yeah, animal in pain. Broken legs.
So if it's the first time you go into that particular vet, they don't know you, you're not going to get it.
Yeah. All right. So everything looks good for the little, what's the dog's name?
It's Kiki.
All right.
Kiki, yeah. She's a little Sheltie.
Yeah. So everything looks good for little Crushy?
Well, she's definitely gonna need weeks and weeks of recovery. She's gonna need to be crated to help her pelvis heal. She's not gonna be able to walk around or run around for a while.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be an easy road for her. But
my point is, you see an animal like this, you don't immediately go, well, we can just put it down.
Oh not at all. I mean, we're pretty much faced with this situation every day. We work with about 24 rescue groups, and they get animals dumped on them every single day from people who don't intend to help out at all.
Yeah.
And they're faced with that. They don't know whether to euthanize them because they don't have $1,000 for a procedure.
You sound pretty cute. Are you?
I don't know.
Are you single?
No, I'm married. I am.
How long?
6 years.
Any kids?
No kids.
Really?
Really, yeah. My husband listens to your show, actually.
Oh.
He told me, he said, if you call up there, Russ is going to hit on you on the air.
Yeah.
But he really likes your show.
This show is this is starting to cramp my Mac. Yeah. We got too many.
Yeah, you can't get away with anything.
Makes it a lot harder to work your jelly.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, well, I just wanted to call and say I appreciate what you guys are doing. I know that you're doing more than you normally do, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. No, actually, we're doing what we do every day. Like I said, we get these animals in every day, and
you couldn't just
we
say
try to
thank
put
you.
them first. So.
Well, they want people to know that they try to treat everyone special.
Well, you normally don't stay after you close, though, right?
Oh, yeah. We're here pretty late.
Then I guess you're just a bunch of saints.
No,
what is it
not
called?
at
Is it
all.
called Saint Vet?
No, not at all. We're just a busy practice. We have a lot of animals in and out.
Well, the doctor, the vet that is taking care of Kiki, his name's Chip.
Yeah, it's
He's coming in on his day off to do the surgery.
Yeah, he is. He's here right now. They're prepping her for surgery right now.
Does he normally come in on his day off?
Yeah.
Well, then aren't you just blessed by God in heaven?
Kind of defeats the purpose of a day off.
Well, all right, well, then I appreciate that there's a vet out there like you guys. How about that?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
What's the phone number there?
214-219-2838.
219-2838. City Vet, and is it on Oak Lawn?
City Vet. It's on Oak Lawn. We actually have an open house this weekend, so if anyone wants a tour, they're welcome to stop by Saturday.
I may do that just to say thank you.
That'd be nice.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, good. Is the guy on line 2 going to be pissy?
Sounds a little pissy, yeah.
What is it, Joe?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
No, what I'm complaining about the price of this surgery, $1,500.
Yeah?
You know, $100 to get a dog put to sleep. Is that what you said?
I think so.
You can't do anything. You can't even afford a pet anymore because of the vet bills.
Yeah. They do have pet insurance now.
Well, true, but they play off your emotions too. My pet gets mail.
Who does it? Your pet gets mail?
Yeah, from the vet saying, hey, you know,
oh, I get that.
Card.
Yeah.
You know, it's cute and everything, but I mean, we're paying for that is what is happening.
Well, they're reminding you to vaccinate your dog. You know?
Yeah.
That's just that.
When I was a little kid, when my dog was sick, you know, that's when my dad took it out and said, oh, the dog ran away. You know, he brings you a new one. But anyway, that's my voice. I got a complaint, but it's a good deal with
I missed the complaint. What was the complaint?
The price of these surgeries. Like this little girl, her dog broke its legs, and you know she can't afford to have it fixed, so she puts it to sleep.
Well, they don't want to put it to sleep, so they're.
I know.
They're getting their money.
I'm just complaining about the price of these vet bills.
Oh, so you're bitching about the vets and not treating animals like people.
True. I mean, you know, it's expensive, don't it?
I thought you were going to be a piss.
He's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's expensive. I mean, the surgery costs, I guess, almost as much to work on a dog as it does on a human.
Hey, you know what? I know.
It's still going to be sterile.
There are people listening. They're going, what are you talking about? It's just a dog. I know there are people out there that couldn't give a rat's ass less. And I don't care.
Well,
as much as you don't care about animals and helping them, that's how much I don't care about you and what you think. So there's a balance.
Well, and the training to become a veterinarian is very intensive.
You have to justify the cost of that. It's medical training. You got to learn all the same stuff for animals that you got to do. Plus, you got to figure it out on your own because the animal can't go, hey, by the way, you know, I'm duking blood when I go out in the backyard.
It's harder to get into vet school than it is medical school. You know how many veterinary colleges there are in Texas?
12.
1.
Damn. All right. So my point is, you don't have to justify it. You don't like animals and you don't think they're worth it and you don't want to pay the money, don't get one.
Don't make that life your responsibility.
And I've said this before, and I think I probably would. If it came down to it and my dog got sick and I had to pay, you know, doctor bills, I'd clean out my bank account. Stare at me.
No, I'm thinking the same thing.
as retarded as it sounds. No, it's something that's probably going to live another 7 or 8 years. I can't look at them and go, sorry, tough break. You're costing too much money. It's time to go visit the Wackeria.
Time to run away.
Yeah.
Now that you've adored me and treated me with nothing but affection for years on end, I'm going to kill you.
You're going to have Abby hooked up to a little teeny tiny heart monitor.
I'll put her in a hospital with round-the-clock
respirator and the whole thing.
And I know that it's retarded, but I would. Screw you. I don't care.
It's not, though, because millions of people feel that way.
I know, but you hear about it in the news of people having pet cemeteries and special beds for their pets. Well, and you look at it and you go, what a tard. And then you walk through my house and every features a picture of my dog.
I was going to bring that up. Last visit to your house, there's you walk in the door, picture of Abby.
I didn't realize until I was getting a house ready to sell how many pictures there are, because you take one, you'll put it up, you go, oh, hey, here's another nice one, I'll stick this one up. And then as you walk through the house, you're right. About every 8 feet, there's a picture of the dog.
Yeah.
And I know as people are looking at the house, they're thinking a freak lives there.
And a whole bar dedicated to Abby.
Yeah, she's got her own place.
When you walk in, the first thing you see,
Abby's place.
It's very nice.
There are no pictures of people in your house, unless it's pictures of people with the dog.
Or naked chicks.
Yeah. Or cartoon characters. The lunch boxes, the speed racers.
Oh, yeah. All right, I got it. How far behind are we, Eddie? Go ahead, you're on the air.
Russ.
Yep.
You think you're bad about Abby with all the stuff?
Yeah.
We have an entire room in our house dedicated to our dog.
Little shrine?
No, he's alive. This is his room. It's got his bed in it, all of his stuff. It's the first thing to see when you walk in the house.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean...
But I'm saying...
If you got the room, what the hell?
Yeah, why not?
But people walk in and they're like, are you nuts? It's just a dog. And I'm like, that's right. That's my dog.
Yeah.
So, you're not bad about Abby.
All right. Okay, thanks. The only bad thing is you start to personify an animal. You know, just make it human. Then they go lick their twat.
Yeah. Then you get pissed that you're not a dog.
No, there's a joke in there. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up. Call Russ now at 214-787-1533.
All right, it's about 4:45. J.D. Ryan is here, associate producer Eddie Boyd, Dan Lewis, Everett Newton, a rock and roll attorney, Jonathan Dodge. Yeah, we'll take this. Go ahead, is it Skylar?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to tell you the reason why a lot of the vet bills and stuff is so expensive is because they come from companies like Pfizer, like human medical companies, and that's why it's so expensive.
You're talking about just the medicine.
Yeah, the medicine, like the surgical supplies, a lot of that stuff.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
I understand that it's not cheap. I wasn't looking for justification on that.
Veterinary secrets revealed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you need justification. You either care about your pet or you don't. You either pay the bill or you don't.
And I don't know that it's taking advantage of somebody because there's pets. I'm sure there are vets that do that. It's like, you know, in the funeral industry. You go in, that's probably the biggest place that you get it right up the took. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, we have this casket. If you really loved them.
Yeah. $8,000 for a metal box.
Yeah, it's insane.
Now, I expect you guys to spend that when I die. And the pond, and the little sanctuary, and the statue. And the
eternal flame, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What is it, Rick?
Hey, I got a problem. You in problem mode?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's this, like, chick that works for me, and she's, it's pretty obvious that she's pregnant. And, it's kind of been the talk, in the lunchroom, and then, just you go by somebody's office and you hear somebody talking about her or whatever, but this chick hasn't said anything to anybody about her being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And, she's got to come to me sometime, I would think, to see about getting some maternity leave or, seeing what kind of benefits she's got, or anything like that. And she hasn't come to me.
Then normally don't you do that as soon as you get knocked up?
Yeah. I would think you would.
You wait about a month or so to make sure you don't.
Well, is she showing?
Say what?
Obviously she's showing because...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is she married?
No, she's not married.
Yeah, maybe she's embarrassed.
It could be. But,
I'm not, you
what should I do?
Tell her to make your...
What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know. Should I go approach her? Should I just kind of like sweep it under the carpet, wait till she comes to me? Or
ask her. Just ask her if she's pregnant.
No, you don't. You wait.
Just ask her.
No.
Why not?
It's impolite.
To ask somebody if they're pregnant?
Yes. Why you don't have them to announce it.
You don't have to ask them if they're pregnant. Just go up and say, when's the baby due?
What if she's just fat?
Then you laugh.
No, you don't.
That's a bonus.
No, you don't. He's an employer. No, that would be a very bad
You got to slam somebody, and you were innocent in the whole matter.
He's an employer. That'd be very bad idea.
Well, it's really obvious she's got abundance.
I'd ask, is there anybody in the office that is buddies with her?
Just ask her.
It's not his place to ask her.
Well,
why can't you just walk up and go, when is the baby due?
You just
there's no, she's fat. There's no baby.
I'd go up and thump her on the belly and say, hey, it sounds right to me, or something like that.
How long is it taken to, over the period of time, do you know the question I'm trying to ask?
How long? Yeah, how far along do you think she is?
I think she's at least 7 to 8 months gone.
That's a lot of weight.
You'll know soon.
Yeah, because she's, it's like I say, she's not that big of a woman, and
does she have any buddies at work that can go ask her privately?
Why can't he ask her?
Because he's the boss and he's a male. That
doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, it really does.
When does the baby do? You just look. You just look.
She wanted him to know. She'd tell him.
What do you look? You look caring.
Well,
I'm your employer. When's the baby due? I'm not pregnant. Oops.
Maybe I should just take it on the chin, invite her into the office along with her, one of her coworkers.
Hey, and if she's not married, now's the perfect time to plow it.
God. No, I'm too old for that kind of
thing.
No kids in my future, I tell you. Anyway, it's just don't know how to approach it.
Little baby hand.
Oh, gee.
Take a baby step on it, right?
Yeah. Baby can hold your keys while you're banging her.
Sure.
I'd ask her.
Don't.
Ask her.
Get a chick to ask her. Someone that's not her supervisor.
It's going to be offensive if she's not pregnant either way.
I know, but it's less so if it's not a male.
I know, but she's going to be less offended by another woman doing it than...
Totally.
Well, maybe I just ought to send her down to HR and let them handle it.
Personnel. Human resources.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't... personally, what difference does it make if she's pregnant or not? If she's going to need something, she'll tell you sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, I can get, but I'm the one that's got to make,
Yeah, you got to have somebody in there to work for her while she's gone.
Work for her while she's on maternity leave, and I don't know if she's planning on coming back afterwards or...
Well, then ask her. Just say, hey, you planning on taking off any time in the future? Just because I'm working on the schedule for the next couple of months.
Yeah.
That'll be a gentle way to nudge you.
Just ask her if she has any plans on being away from work, if there's any medical issues that he needs to know about.
Just ask her if she's knocked up. Ask her. Why dance around it?
If she's not, if she's not married, she's probably embarrassed. B, if she's just fat, she's really going to be hurt.
That's her own fault.
Well, that's a weird kind of fat to get, though.
Yeah, that really low fat.
Yeah, if she's 8 months pregnant, you can tell the difference between gaining weight because you gain it all over. Does she look really fat in the face?
Well, a little bit, not a lot.
She's probably
you get pregnant, you get fat in the face.
Yeah, but not bloated.
No,
it's different with different women.
Like
some women just...
My personal opinion is to go in there and get some of that.
You don't want them when they're that
It looks like a pear with legs, man.
Yeah, come on. That's safe. Safe. Extra safe. Who was it said they went to a topless bar last week and there was a pregnant chick dancing?
I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't last week, but it was recently.
Yeah. How pregnant was she?
She was like 5 months along. It was like real obvious. It wasn't like, there's a little poop. I wonder if. It was like, damn, get off stage.
Baby, hold the tips.
Breaking them in early.
Yeah.
Getting used to the business.
My hand comes out.
Yeah, my hand comes out. Goes,
Hold that for Mama.
yeah. Day shift? Yeah, it had to be day shift.
Actually, no.
They don't let pregnant chicks dance at night.
This place they did.
Let me turn the mics off. Tell me where it is. Ooh, what were you doing over there?
It's close to the house, and I know somebody that worked there. I was just going by to say hello.
It's not an all nude, is it?
No. No.
Oh, because that would just be, that would be too weird.
Little fingers.
Tip the olive oil, hand comes out with the okay sign.
There you go. Well, I only got a 50. The lady comes out. There you go. Change. Well, I only got a 10 spot. Thanks.
Couldn't believe it.
Why would they let you? Was she making any money?
Not that I saw. I just stayed there long enough to watch. I just couldn't believe it. I even went to the guy that worked there and went, "You ain't ever pregnant?" He goes, "Yeah."
Oh. Well, there are websites dedicated to that.
Yeah.
Guys just dig pregnant chicks.
That's a fetish for some people. It's amazing what you
Why are you nodding your head, Eddie? Obviously, you dig pregnant chicks. Look how many kids you got.
I'm not saying anything.
You can see some weird stuff on day shift, though. I saw this girl one time. She was wearing an electronic monitoring device. On her ankle, I swear to God.
You got to make a living.
Could you tell
what on parole?
Would you know what it was if you didn't know what it was? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like if I went, because I don't know what these monitor things look like.
They're huge.
It's like this big radio strapped to your leg.
Honey, did you have to bring the Walkman to work?
Oh, that's sad.
Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello? Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Great. I just got the tail end. You guys talking about funeral homes and cemeteries and that kind of stuff?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? I missed it all?
Yeah.
Okay, well then no point in me talking then.
Okay, I won't. Hello?
Is this Russ Martin?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make a comment on what y'all were just talking about the pregnant girl dancing.
Yes.
I danced for several years, and me, myself, never had any children, but I did have quite a few friends that they usually let the girls that work there the longest continue to dance, and as much as they can. But, yeah, I agree with you.
All right, take a break.
What a hell of a lap dance.
Did I keep the baby? What, why would they think anybody would want to see you dance pregnant?
I don't know. It wasn't me, so don't.
I'm not saying, I don't understand the logic behind that, because that would hook me out and I would leave.
Yeah, they let, they have regular customers. Of course, the one girl that I knew that we had both been there the same amount of time, probably about 4 years, and so she danced up until she was about 5 months, and then she worked the door, and then she continued to dance, on her baby shower that we gave her at the club, and she danced day and made a crab load. So it's kind of strange.
I mean, do they let chicks? They just regardless of what's going on, you got different parts of the topless bar. You got like the pregnant section over here, on the main stage. Mm-hmm. You got the chick with a yeast infection. Maybe the chick. This stage over here is for chicks on their periods. Just kind of break it out.
And I did work days and night shifts too, and they are totally different.
Yeah, I've never really understood that. Don't they do a lot of business during the day?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I made quite a bit during the day.
But why do they stick ugly chicks during the day?
You know, I don't know. At several clubs that I did work at, they did have some, ugly ones that worked at 9, and then they wouldn't make any money, so they'd put them on to days. And most of the time, the day girls, and not all the time, but most of the time, are girls that already have children, and they can only work days.
Oh, I got it.
So, so they do, and then, but then there's some that work nights, and they usually party and spend all their money, so.
So you stopped dancing, is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
What do you do now?
I'd rather not say.
Well, you don't have to tell me the business, just what do you do?
I'm like a secretary now.
A what?
Secretary now.
For just a regular business?
Yes.
Why'd you stop?
Just because I just did it enough. 5.5 years was enough.
You get married?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Do you get fake hands?
I'm sorry?
Do you have fake hands?
Hands?
Breasts.
Oh, no.
Yeah, did you have finger implants?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Did you get fake breasts? You didn't?
No, I don't.
No. Do you have any kids?
Sorry.
Kids?
I'm sorry?
Never mind, I gotta go. Bye. Best way to handle predators. Can they legally stop pregnant women from dancing? Do you think could they?
I don't think so.
Why? You mean to tell me if I'm running?
I don't think any such laws have been before the legislature.
Is that what you want to know, Mike?
Yeah, I was just figuring, since Everett was there, would they even be able to stop her? Because you're acting like allowing her to dance, but would they even be able to stop her if she was already working there and she had a job?
Well, Texas is an employee at Will State, so yeah, I mean, they could fire her if they wanted to, but you would hope at some point the embarrassment factor would...
Well, I know, but seriously, if I'm running a topless bar and I got a chick that gets knocked up, that's going to hinder my business.
Sure.
I can tell her to take time off now, right?
Bye now.
Okay. Because you're no longer what I hired.
I couldn't hear him. What was his answer?
Shut up unless you run a business. Unless you're running a topless bar and get lost. So if somebody, just like if they start gaining weight.
Yes. Texas is an employee at Will State.
And that means what?
That means you can get fired at any time for any reason, absent a contract to the contrary.
Yeah. That's what JD and Dan's contract says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't like you, bye.
Yeah. Fired with or without cause. Or terminated with or without cause. And they signed it.
Big 4-year deal.
Wow.
Turns out to be a 4-minute deal.
That's a secure contract.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
Didn't Everett work your contract?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
There you go.
Why didn't you guys let Everett do it?
I don't want to impose on him.
It's not an imposition.
I don't pay him. I don't think this is...
Yeah.
He's not getting any money now.
Well,
it's like blowing goop into a pregnant chick. It's the same thing.
I'd prefer you leave me out of that analogy.
All right. Management here let us, Dan and I know in no certain terms that there would be no changes to our contracts whatsoever, way, shape, or form, regardless of what we thought.
That's because you didn't have a skilled negotiator working on your behalf. You just kind of went, okay.
They just said no. They said, no way.
That's JD's counteroffer. Okay.
Well,
nothing for you.
Okay. You just will sign it.
To borrow your pen?
Yeah. Okay, but that's my final offer.
I got Russ pointy hats for everyone. Incidentally, where are our hats?
You know what? I haven't seen them.
Uh-oh. Strike.
Let me see if it says in here when they were supposed to be here.
30 days. Tick, 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 tick.
Let me check my pointy hat clause. Notwithstanding the foregoing and within 30... You're right. Within 30 days of the execution of this agreement, employer agrees to provide employees with 4 units of textile... How come... Shouldn't that be 5?
Yes, it should be 5.
You didn't include yourself.
No, I want a pointy hat. Don't get me wrong. Eddie wants a pointy hat. Yes, it's 5. You're right. Make it 5.
Well, it's too late now. We already signed it.
No, it says 5 in the actual contract.
Oh, all right. Employee with 4 units of textile goods, conical in shape, each having a diameter of 11 inches at its base, a diameter of 1 inch at its apex. White in color, constructed of materials consistent with industry standards with regard to the production of such items, hereinafter referred to as pointy hats. Each pointy hat shall be produced in a manner so as to bear respectively the surnames of those... now it does go up to say 5.
Yeah, I corrected that.
Those 5 persons who appear regularly on the Russ Martin Show, hereinafter referred to as pointy hat wearers, to wit, Russ, Eddie, JD, Dan, and Everett. The lettering for which shall be in gold Helvetica font, 3 inches high by 2 inches wide, reading horizontally from left to right on the front portion of said pointy hats. Said pointy hats shall be produced, manufactured, and designed in such a fashion as to be suitable for wearing in a manner consistent with the standard and customary wearing of hats generally, to wit, upon one's head. And that's it. You're at 30 days.
Yeah.
When I signed my contract, it's like the first week in April.
Yeah.
So they got about a week.
Mm-hmm.
Or the contract's breached.
Ooh. Really?
Really.
All right, let me think of the exact date I signed it. Back and forth. I think maybe it was the 10th.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. All right, so they have until May 10th.
Yeah.
9 days.
Or May 9th. 10th.
30 days later.
Yeah,
That's
all right,
right.
so May 10th. No hats, breach of contract. Good. Because I had a radio station contact me last week, wanted to talk to me about mornings here in Dallas-Fort Worth.
That's great. You can go to them in a couple of weeks and go, hey, I'm with you now. They breached my pointy hat clause over at the other station.
Did I tell? I didn't tell. I told JD and Dan, but I didn't tell you about the station that approached me, did I?
No.
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back.
Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
The flies are for what?
I'll tell you what, you take that Spider-Man movie and put it in a bed in 2 weeks, it's going to look like Lane Staley.
Cat's eating its head.
Yeah. I couldn't take it. I had to leave.
JD left before the movie was over.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That bad? You walked out?
Yeah. I was like...
JD told me earlier that he just didn't get it.
No, I said I completely got it in the first 20 minutes.
Oh, wait. So when you said, I don't get it, that doesn't count?
You said that.
The first thing you said to me, I said, why'd you leave early? You said, I just didn't get it.
I don't like the cartoon stuff. I got what was going to happen. Was I right?
Actually,
Spider-Man,
you were wrong.
Spider-Man beat the little green guy that flies around, right? Okay, big fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty standard. Yeah, it's a comic book movie. The hero wins at the end.
Yeah, little kid gets bit by a spider, becomes a superhero. That's logical.
Yeah. Well, the story's 40 years old.
Don't go for the logical thing. You get beat on that.
I saw the fight. I saw the big fight scene. I went, okay, that's going to happen later, and he's going to beat the green guy.
Yeah.
In a movie. Yeah. I got an hour drive home. Bye.
Hold on a second. What is it, Bart?
Yeah, Russ, I'm running for city council in Coppell, and I'm calling to ask for your support.
City council?
Yes.
Where?
Coppell.
You're not running for, like, mayor or anything?
No, just city council.
What's your name?
Bart McElroy.
And if we get you elected in the city council there in Coppell, what can you do for us?
Well,
there's always time to make, room in the back pocket for ancillary cities.
Absolutely. At the very least, if you get arrested, it's nice to know someone on the council.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Hold on a second. What are the cops like in Coppell, Everett?
Oh, mean as hornets.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. You need to do something about that, Bart.
What are the police like there in Coppell, Bart?
Coppell's known for pretty strict traffic enforcement.
Yeah.
Is that the police department last year when we had the white trash party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
They like us. I mean, they had a bunch of cops come out to the Lone Star?
Correct.
Yeah. Came out and visited, watched the parking lot for us.
No, they were very nice.
Yeah.
I've been a lot through a Citizens Police Academy, and they're all real good guys.
Yeah. It's Garland where they beat you, right? Isn't it, Everett?
I have no idea.
We've talked about that before.
I've never been beaten by Garland.
I've told a joke and cops tell the joke. Quickest way to Parkland is smart off to a Garland cop.
I have heard that joke many times.
Yeah. Let's see. So you could do what for us if you get elected?
At first I was thinking, are there any streets that need to be named? But I think we're all built out residentially, so that kind of cuts down on streets.
Can't you change the name of some other street? Some little short one. I'll even take a cul-de-sac.
All right.
Even though I had mine removed as a child.
I think some of the ones that are named after people, I think maybe after those people die, we can get that rolling.
Eddie, get working on that.
I'd like a street. I never thought about that before.
That would be great.
Yeah, I could start in Coppell.
I already know the name. Russ Martin Way.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Russ Martin Way.
That seems a little more lasting than, just calling someday Russ Martin Day.
Yeah. All right. When is the election?
This Saturday, May 4th.
They're in Coppell.
Yeah.
All right. Then we will officially be supporting, what's your name?
Bart McElroy.
Bart McElroy. As, what place are you running? Or is there only one?
I'm running for place 7.
7th place.
Yep.
City Council.
Yeah.
Who are you running against?
Bill York. He's a 3-term incumbent.
He's a turd eater.
Yes. Oh, I didn't just say that. No. But let me say this.
I love politics. Well, what are you guys running on? What's your platform?
It's a pretty conservative community, and everyone's really in favor of, homestead exemption, economic development. But I'm the only one getting out there with a real issue, which is bringing beer and wine sales to Coppell.
Yeah. And what is the turd eater? What's he going for?
He's very non-committal on the issue.
Oh.
I don't think he really knows how the process works for getting that done.
Have you been in politics before?
This is my first try.
Okay. And that's all you care about for Coppell is bringing in beer and wine.
We're a very sales tax poor community.
Yeah.
Most of our revenue comes from property taxes on homes, so we need more sales.
Mm. Yeah, in fact, you guys have the highest property taxes in Dallas County, don't you?
Yeah, we're pretty much maxed out.
What I forget. What was the name of your opponent again?
Bill York.
Bill York.
York the Dork.
If you'll.
I'm just trying to help out.
I'm just trying to think. We could make up some signs. A York the Dork. It's a York's a turd eater.
I think maybe a song might be appropriate.
Ooh. Yes. I tell you what, if you'll actually say on the air that York is a turd eater, we'll support you on Friday.
On Saturday?
Well, our last day on the air this week is Friday.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. You want me to say that on the air?
Yes.
Bill York is a turd eater.
All right, thank you. Dan, is there a newspaper there in Coppell? We'll get it in print someplace. Yeah.
I missed it. What did he say?
I got it. Because, in politics, you never want to really say anything that you don't want to see in print.
Right.
And I don't think it's going to do well when they print out that he said his opponent was a turd eater.
The Coppell Gazette.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I got to quit screening calls.
If there's a newspaper in Coppell, we'll make a copy of the show and send them that. If you swear to God to print that. I want that to be the headline. McElroy, is that his name?
Yeah.
McElroy calls opponent turd eater.
York is turd eater.
All right. He'd probably still get elected.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we have some listeners in Coppell.
Sure.
All right, now a little councilman in the back pocket. I never heard back from Laura Miller. I called last week. Or Monday, I forget. To see what was going on.
Check in.
Yeah. See how her sugar walls are.
Right.
Oh, where were we? Oh, yeah. Hey, Dan?
Yes, sir?
Spider-Man sucked.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Dan, not everyone is a convention Trekkie attending troglodyte like you.
And, of course, Dan wears his Spider-Man shirt to the big premiere.
I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, I know. You were there with all the other guys whose their wasted again T-shirts were dirty.
I had a lot of fun with the movie. There are a couple of things that I did have issues with in the movie, but I thought overall it was a good movie.
Hey, Spider-Man shirt. That one, I didn't have a Spider-Man shirt. Can you read this? I'm stupid. You like?
In fact, I've already talked to a couple other people that have called in that were at the movie last night, said they had a great time, enjoyed it very much.
How could you enjoy that movie?
Some of the effects were decent, but the plot was just...
Did the guy that was snoring, did he call in?
There was a guy that fell asleep behind Eddie.
just snoring away.
I was sitting 4 seats down from Eddie. I didn't hear anybody snoring.
All right. The movie's based on what?
It's based on a comic book. How deep can it be?
Well, we're not talking about deep.
It's there for fun.
They've tried to get too deep because they were trying to highlight the love story, and that's one of the things where it fell apart.
And that's where it lost the guys with ADD, yeah.
That's not ADD. It's a comic book. It's an action movie. Right. Normally, action heroes, superheroes, are tied in with action movies.
That was one of the issues I had, is they did spend too much time on the love story, but if you think about it, they did that to try to attract more of a chick audience.
That's not going to work.
They spent a lot of time on I think they spent too much time on the love story.
It's going to blow off the guy audience, and it took too long for the movie to kick in.
Right. Once the action scenes started, all the fights started, yeah, it was great, but they did spend too much time on the love story.
What they should have done. What? Because, in these movies, you got to explain. Because theoretically, you don't need to be a fan
to go to the movie.
Right. It needs to be self-contained. It needs to explain everything in the confines of that movie. And they start with, how he gets bit in the beginning, and it just takes forever for the stuff to kick in. Because they have to explain. On the way out, Dan goes, I like the character development.
Well, I like that they did character development, but they did spend too much time on it.
You give me that movie.
They could have done the thing with, the whole love story portion of it.
Yeah.
5 to 10 minutes, tops. But they spent maybe, if you take all of it and put it all together, they should probably spent 25% of the movie telling the love story.
That
if not more.
That dialogue at the end of the movie, I thought I was just going to collapse. Where she's looking at him. Yeah, both Eddie and I are doing the hand thing of, hurry up! We don't really care. The movie's over. We know you're not going to have another fight scene. Say it! I realize who I'm really in love with. Yeah, we know. It's not the Spider-Man. It's actually the Peter Parker. Just get on with it. And blah, blah, blah. And then he turns her away because I'm Spider-Man. I can't have no love chick. Which is the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard. If I'm a superhero and some chick's got the hots for me... I meant Spidey Crank.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that. That's $1. Pay up.
That's good.
And the computer-generated what do they call it? CGI or CGG?
CGI. The first part of it was...
It blew. Yeah. Because they went from live to, where he's crawling up the wall the first time in his homemade, Spider-Man outfit.
Spider-Man outfit, yeah.
And then they went to computer-generated.
And you could tell.
Yeah, and they thought, you know what? This is so good, we're going to get bold, and we're going to do close-ups. Mm-hmm. That's where they screwed up with that. Because normally, if you do close-ups, you don't use CGI, you use models. Mm-hmm. That's what they do in, action movies with planes. If you get really close, it's a model. If it's far off, it's CGI. I know that.
Well, yeah. It looked like it did.
It looked like a video game.
Yeah, it looked kind of cartoony.
And at that point, I knew the rest of them was going to be disappointed. And they didn't show him close up enough in the Spider-Man outfit. It was all far off scenes doing the CGI. Mm-hmm. It's like it was watching a cartoon.
Yeah, he's swinging down the street and stuff.
Batman was good, the first movie.
Batman, you could tell they were using dolls. Go back and watch the
I don't care about the dolls. They at least had some kind of plot line, and it started out with action, and then they revealed the character development peppered throughout the movie. It was very well, it was shot well, and it was edited really tight. This thing sounded like one of our shows. You just kind of...
I enjoyed the movie overall. I liked it. I'm sorry you didn't like it.
And what's that guy's name? Is it Toby?
Tobey Maguire.
Please.
Well, he was actually pretty good as Spider-Man.
He blew.
The teen angst thing, he had that down pretty good.
He had too many moles. That hooked me out. Yeah.
You're nitpicky over
so many close-ups.
It doesn't matter.
When you're that close, you don't want to see a bunch of moles.
But Peter Parker is supposed to be kind of a geeky kid. He's not good looking. That's part of the whole Spider-Man story. Is he's just a normal kid. He's nothing special.
He was too pussified.
Yeah. But he's supposed to be.
Eddie and I were looking at each other back and forth, and Eddie goes, Spider-Man's fake. Yeah. I bet the green guy gets him in the ass. I like how Dan's
They're vehemently defending Spider-Man.
Well, I've always been a big fan of the Spider-Man comics, but that's what made him popular, was the fact that he was just like a normal guy. He wasn't a super wealthy guy that...
normal guy that swings on buildings.
No, he starts off as just a normal everyday guy, and something happens to him that makes him special, as opposed to the Batman thing, who's, super wealthy, could have anything you wanted, build all the machinery, have...
And it's, you know what, I think, that, first of all, it wasn't even true. I hate when people use the thing. Was it true to the comic book series? Because
they changed a couple of things.
Yeah. First of all, he wasn't already a reporter and got bit. Wasn't that the way it started?
No.
All right, never mind. Anyway, the web slinging part, where he shoots the web out.
Right. It's organic instead of...
Yeah, instead of making it.
Yeah.
Being an inventor, and he makes it and he shoots it out.
Right.
He's actually, that's part of him now. He's a Spider-Man guy.
Really?
Yeah.
First time he shoots out, it's kind of a surprise to him. He goes, whoa.
Yeah, he didn't know it. It's like Eddie goes, hey, premature ejaculator.
That was something that a lot of the science geeks had a problem.
Yeah, I almost walked out when it sounded, but hey, that's organic. That's not man-made.
No, just on some of the websites, people were complaining, "Oh, they changed the web shooters." Oh well,
I can't go.
If Stan Lee had thought of it,
Stan Lee's a fact
when they were writing it.
And yes, Dan sits in there after this horrible movie and watches the credits.
Oh.
In fact, when the credits roll, they shouldn't even have used the word credits. It should have said to blame.
You hardly ever go to a preview. I know you hardly ever go to a preview because, first of all, you don't like leaving your house. You hardly ever go to a preview because you don't like going to the movies.
That's got nothing to do. If it had been
great, you are already antagonistic towards every film you go to see.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Did I like Mickey Blue Eyes?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Bitched and bitched and bitched.
What did I say?
You said a lot of the same stuff. He's too wimpy. He didn't have any kind of backbone.
I never said
stupid movie.
That.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
Yeah, you beat it up.
I actually said it wasn't as bad. I thought it was going to be horrible.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Because Hugh Grant was coming in the studio. Anytime a big star comes into the studio for radio, the movie's going to blow.
Right.
And I even said that wasn't a bad movie. Spider-Man, what would you give it, Eddie? I give it like a C+.
No, I've actually forbidden my children to go see it, to waste the money to go see it.
Really?
Yeah, if they ask me to go see it or if they spend their own money, they're grounded. Because that was just a horrible movie.
What would you give it, Dan?
I'd give it a B. They missed the mark on a couple of things, but overall pretty good.
Probably the scariest part of that whole movie was Cliff Robertson's liver spots.
Oh, yeah. That was frightening. And a close-up on him, too. What is that?
Yeah, why do they got to shoot so close? You can see things in his ears from the 70s.
True.
What else? Willem Dafoe.
He's supposed to be nasty looking. I know what you're leading.
He's just distracting. He's disgustingly distracting. I don't even know what his name was in the movie, other than Green Goblin. Just because every time he was on screen and they did the close-ups, you're just looking at him going, he ain't in his bad guy outfit yet.
But he's supposed to be an evil person, so evil people look evil. They look bad. They look nasty. They look horrible.
But they weren't dressing him up to look that way. He's just freaky looking.
Yeah, he's always been freaky looking in every movie.
Oh, and JD, you missed it because you left, I guess,
about an hour in.
An hour into it. 2-hour movie.
Oh, my God. I drove home thinking, I wonder if they're out yet.
Yeah. And we had to sit through, 20 minutes of previews?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes.
We got there at 7:30. It started about 7:50. Mm-hmm. After the movie, it's when all the, since it was a media showing, all the media people start coming out. Gary Kogel from Channel 8, Philip Lunch from the Morning News, Robert Philpott from the Star-Telegram was there.
Yeah.
You should call him, see what he thought.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that thought it blew.
I didn't think it was as good as it could have been, but it didn't blow.
And Rob Milford, who used to work over at KRLD.
Right.
One of their reporters. I don't know what he was doing there, because didn't he get fired?
Yes.
Or he quit. We don't know. Either way.
We don't know. He's not there anymore.
Yeah. He comes out, never met him before. He goes, Russ. Yeah? Rob Milford. Oh.
Bermuda shorts and a
Hawaiian shirt.
Didn't.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I went.
Doing the no sock thing.
Yeah, I thought you left about an hour ago, JD.
Very nice.
So then he starts giving his analysis of the movie. What did he say about...
Oh, I'm trying to. I can't remember the exact wording. It was something like, it was so neat to see however many frames there are in a comic book plastered up on the screen right in front of you to view it all, just like you could in a comic book. And it was just like,
you didn't have to turn the pages.
Yeah, you didn't have to turn the pages.
We all know how trying that can be.
Yeah. So then somebody else came out and we started. Some guy I didn't even know, but he knew me from the show. I started talking to him like we were buddies, so I had somebody to walk off with. Hey, you brought... What's your name? Yeah. Raymond. How about if I buy you something?
Okay, I'll go with you.
We walked and left him standing there.
Oh, man. So by then I was home drinking, so I think I made the right choice.
Yeah, I don't like the guy that starred in it. You know, the one guy that I liked was the guy that played the newspaper editor, Jameis.
Oh, he was funny.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
Christmas meat.
Yeah. Here are pictures of Spider-Man. Can I have $8,000? Nah, get out of here. I'll give you some Christmas meat.
He was good.
It was quick. It was choppy. Everything was barked out.
All his scenes were fun.
He should have been. He should have been all over that.
Yeah.
Well, I know what not to go see.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste any movie on that. What is it, Dan?
I had talked to you about this earlier, about the possibility of this gentleman being on. Dennis Quaid is on the phone.
Now that's a good movie, The Rookie. Spider-Man blows. Hold on a second.
The Rookie was good.
Yeah. Dennis,
hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Have you seen Spider-Man yet?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't even.
But thanks for the review.
Absolutely. Go sit through the Rookie again.
I'm definitely going to go see Spider-Man. I got a 10-year-old.
Don't.
There's no way out of it.
Well, then work your celebrity magic and go for free so you don't feel screwed at the end. Where are you right now?
I'm in L.A.
And you're coming out, I forget, this all happened yesterday. You're coming out for, you're bringing your band?
Yeah, sure are.
Dennis Quaid and the Sharks.
Coming out to play on Sunday. I think we go on around 6:30, something like that.
Is this at the Motor Speedway?
This is at the Texas Motor Speedway, yeah. It's for the Sanderson Foundation, yeah.
And what is that, Dennis?
It's a non-profit charity for
Alzheimer's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
To raise money for Alzheimer's. Steve Sanderson, the guy who started the foundation, his parents died from Alzheimer's, and he started this foundation to raise money for Alzheimer's research.
Oh. Do you have somebody in your family with Alzheimer's, Dennis?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't, but
well, normally,
two people who do.
Yeah. Normally when celebrities get involved with stuff like that, somebody in the family or something like that, and that's what gets you involved in it.
Well, basically, we're just coming out because they asked us to come out, and we love to play music, and, you know, we just want to have everybody to have a great time. That's why we're coming.
What do you guys play?
We play rock and roll, man. We play rock and roll, blues, little lounge music, but I think we'll be, with this crowd, we'll probably be heavy on the rock and roll.
Yeah, I'd focus on the Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
What? You do any original stuff?
Yeah, we do half covers, half originals. And the covers are stuff that we grew up with, and when our parents weren't home, we turned the stereo up to 10, you know.
Is there, you have any of this stuff on a website?
Somewhere. I really don't keep up with that stuff too much. Somebody else does that for me, but...
You hate radio interviews, don't you?
No, I know.
If I was a great big celebrity...
I might as well get to like them.
if I was a big movie guy, yeah. There's no way. Because radio
is actually better than TV. I don't have to go anywhere. I can call you.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, dopey radio guy in Dallas. It's like we're one notch below a glory hole at the bus station. Am I right?
Wow, what's wrong with your self-esteem, man?
If I was doing television or movies, the last thing I would give a rat's ass about is radio.
We have to talk about this.
Yeah. When are you coming into town?
I'll be coming in actually on Friday because they have some events going on Saturday, and driving race cars around the track and stuff like that. So I can't miss that.
Oh, Dan, didn't they invite us out for that as well?
Yeah. In fact, we've been invited to. There's a party for the media on.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go with a bunch of other radio people. We can hang out with Dennis. That's one thing, but I don't want to hang out with radio snot.
Well, yeah, we've been invited out, and they, in fact, they're going to get a car for you to drive on the racetrack.
What kind of car?
Probably a Cobra.
Really?
Wow. Mm-hmm. I'll race you for pink slips.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are these real cars, Dan, or are they like the Legends cars where they're...
No, Carol Shelby himself is going to be there with them, in fact.
They're bringing the real cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're going to get to drive a real Cobra.
Well, do you know what time of the day this is, Saturday, Dennis?
I think it's mid-afternoon.
It starts at 3 o'clock.
You can be there already?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be there with my helmet on.
Ready to race.
Can we get the limo to take us out there, Dan?
Sure, George will take us.
Good. I don't want to ride out with a bunch of other radio geeks. When did this whole band thing start? Because I didn't know about it till Dan brought it up yesterday.
About a year and a half ago. I've been playing, I've been playing music since I was 12, and, I had combos when I was, in the 7th grade, and had a band in the 80s called the Eclectics, and, after I got divorced, came back to music. It was like coming back to an old girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Meg running off.
Yeah.
If you want, we don't mind. We'll go find Russell Crowe and we'll beat the snot out of him while we're at it.
It's your business.
I certainly don't mind. Because from what I read in all the newspapers and stuff, you really love this woman, and we'll go get him.
Hey, it's over.
All right. Well, I'm not over. I'm still going through the pain.
Okay.
All right. So you're out there all weekend, and you actually perform Sunday at what time?
I think about 6:30.
Okay.
And we guarantee people a good time or their money back. It's true.
Is it free to get in?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. All right. Well,
You're good.
I appreciate the visit. It was very kind of you.
You bet.
And we'll see you out there on Saturday then.
You bet.
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
All right. You want to talk about Meg?
Until he didn't.
Oh, that's up to you. That's your business.
Wish it was my business.
Yeah. Just to have her as long as they did? I didn't know. What?
Well, I was just going to say, if anybody wants to go out there and see the cars or enter a car, because I think they're going to have like a car contest. All the information is on SandersonFoundation.com.
All right, so don't call us.
No, just go to SandersonFoundation.com. It'll tell you everything you need to know about who's going to be out there, what's going to be out there, all the times.
And it's probably on the Motor Speedway website.
Yeah.
Hank Ryan, what a piece of fan.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
He seemed like a nice guy, though.
He didn't hang up on you.
Nah, he didn't want to do that.
Why would you do it? That big of a star if you don't want to promote it?
He wants to promote it.
Oh,
if he could promote it some way and not have to call a radio station and deal with a bunch of, radio people, he would do it that way. I wouldn't do it.
No. I think you surprised him a little bit because you didn't do the normal radio shtick.
Somebody took my bell out of here.
Except for 2 or 3 celebrities in the 4 years we've been doing this together, I can only think of 2 or 3 celebrities who didn't take a shine to you almost immediately when they found out you're not like everybody else.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
She was a yes, I think.
Yes, she was.
The other one was, I don't remember her name, was the Wicked Witch type woman that was on from the movie Casper. We had her on. You asked her something about Iraq. Ended that interview.
She was in
Kathy Moriarty.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. And she was the other, and then the other one was Andrew Dice.
She was in another stakeout or stakeout 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay. That one still holds the record for being the quickest interview on we've ever done.
Did you hang up? 8 seconds?
I think it was about 8 seconds, 7 or 8 seconds.
I forget. I don't even remember how it started.
His career is, pretty much crap to bed, so he had a new album out, but nobody would carry it, so the only place he could sell it was on his own website. So we got him on to do an interview, but he didn't want to do an interview. He didn't want to be on radio. It was beneath the Andrew Dice Clay. So as soon as we got him on the phone, he started cussing. We hung up on him.
I think he said something about him having to sell albums on his website.
Oh.
So how's that career going, selling CDs on your website? F you.
Dang.
This was pretty quick.
Oh, I know who else we pissed off. Was it a chick from Dirty Dancing that got the nose job?
Jennifer Grey.
Yeah.
Jennifer Grey, Yeah, she stayed on for the whole interview, but she didn't light up like they normally do.
Yeah, and if they got pissed off, they'd hang up and they'd call Greg.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, the program director when we were over at the Eagle.
They wouldn't. Their people would.
Yeah. What happened with this interview? And then Greg would make all kind of apologies and come back in the studio and go, well, you really pissed off Jennifer Grey. Good.
And then somebody who really took a shine to you, who's a much bigger star than any of those, Heather Graham.
Oh, I heard that one.
Remember, because at the end of the interview, she didn't know that we could still hear her. And she said, I like those guys. They were fun. So, if you ever get to meet her in person, you got an in.
Yes.
Are we behind, Eddie?
Really, 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 really behind.
I'm just kind of laying here in the afterglow of the Dennis Quaid interview. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 5:50, J.D. Ryan is here. Eddie Boyd, Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney. Producer Dan Lewis, Jonathan Dodge is in the thing. I was looking at the email that comes into the studio during the break.
Yes.
And with some people, you do something, and they bitch because you don't do even more.
You're never doing that.
What is the problem now? We did what she asked us to do.
What are you talking about?
I'm assuming you're talking about the good thing that we did with the dog.
No.
Oh, this is a different...
Did you see a different email?
No.
Oh. Here's one from...
I've had a couple of drive-bys, that's all.
They said what?
People calling in saying that we're wasting our time and wasting people's money. People shouldn't make donations to anything to do with animals.
Then don't donate. Don't give any to the money, to the foundation. And chances are, the little piss ants that are calling in complaining haven't given money to the foundation anyway.
No, they think they're getting you.
Oh.
See, they think you're picking up the phone, so I answer. They say whatever they're going to say, and they hang up while I'm trying to...
Yeah, that's going to carry a lot of weight with us. You don't stay on the phone. You don't give your name. We have no idea anything about you. You call up, you make a little pissant comment. Nobody gives a crap about you. You don't. It carries no weight. You're as cowardly as those jackasses that drive by and shoot at people from their cars. That's what you are. The email is, why are you talking to some dumb city councilman for Coppell on the air and not addressing the Dallas police pay raise? I thought you supported them. Then I sent back an email during the break that said, I'm doing it because I can. Is that clear enough for you? He emails back. Not really, but if that's your answer, okay. And I'm guessing it's probably not a cop because cops get it. Yeah. I've got nothing but thank yous and stuff from cops. None of them asking for any more. They appreciate what they got. And they said if you can mention it maybe one time on Friday before the big election the next day, fine. If not, we understand. It's crap like that that almost makes you want to stop doing anything. But I know better with cops and firemen. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was just wondering, you've really gone downhill since you were talking to Dennis Quaid. I wonder, why do you choke up when you have a celebrity call? Well, a lot of celebrities should be calling here very shortly.
Gone downhill, why?
Well, we
just went into a break. We just came out of a break.
No. Well, I heard you talking to Dennis Quaid, and you got pissed off at, and then you got pissed off at JD, and you got pissed off at Everett.
I get pissed off at them for no reason.
You got pissed off because you did a crappy interview.
I liked the interview. So did I.
No,
all right, now what? What was wrong with it?
No, you admitted that you couldn't interview.
Did I say that today?
No, you said it ever since I've been listening to you.
Okay. I was happy with that one. Now what's your problem?
No, I don't have a problem now.
Obviously, you're lying. I'm lying why?
Because...
since I don't care anything about you, that's the only time that you lie to people is if you care about them. I don't care about you.
Oh, I don't care about you either.
You just called me. Obviously, you do. I didn't call you. Did I? Did I? Did I? That's right, I didn't.
Russ, I love you.
I couldn't care less what you think.
Lick me.
Well, I certainly won't be able to come back. You're done. Eddie walked to the corner and shut off the transmitter. Go ahead, Cameron. Oh, we got to do news.
Hi, Russ.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was watching the Other Half TV show today, and they were talking about guys cheating and fessing up afterwards.
Yes.
Why would a guy want to stay in a relationship if he's cheating anyways?
Why would a guy fess up to cheating? There's no bonus to that.
What was their take on that?
No, that they were talking about confessing and so forth, and there are guys that do confess to cheating.
There's no reason for that.
But there are guys that do.
Yes, there's no reason for that, though.
The question is, it doesn't make sense to me, like if they're going to be cheating, why not just go with someone else instead of, being with me? Just, if they don't want me, go be with someone else.
Here's the reason guys cheat. I'll give it to you in a nutshell.
Okay.
I'll give it to you in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Guys cheat because they want something different. You are the grounding force. You're the love and the security in the relationship. Guys can go have sex, and they couldn't care less about the chick. He's got you for the love and support. The chicks he's sleeping with, that's just wild sex. That's why guys cheat.
It just doesn't make sense. If they don't want me, then go be with someone else and be with that person.
Didn't I just explain that to you?
It still just doesn't
Guys can separate love and sex. He loves you. He wants to be with you. You're the thing that makes him feel ooky inside, so he wants to be with you. The chicks that he goes to bang, he doesn't care about them.
But if they love you, then why would they go do that?
I'll get Dennis Quaid back on the phone. All right. Let me see if I can slow it down.
Okay.
Say, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. Say you're, is it a husband or a boyfriend?
Boyfriend.
All right. Say your boyfriend, you find out that he's cheating. Oh, I can't explain this to you anymore.
Oh, my head. If he loved you, why would he confess? Because all that's going to do is hurt you. And we love you. We don't want to hurt you.
No. That's absolutely being nothing but selfish.
Exactly.
If we cheat and then we come back and tell you that we cheated, we're only thinking of ourselves. That's why I would never admit it. I don't care if NASA flew over my house while I was banging somebody and got satellite pictures. I'll carry that burden. There's absolutely nothing to be gained by cheating and then fessing up later. There's nothing. Doesn't make the person that you cheated on feel any better. You're going to get in trouble. And they're never going to trust you. And you just gave them an ace in the hole. Somewhere down there. Say you guys stay together for the next 10 years. She's got 10 years. That whole time that you're together, that she could go cheat and look back at you and go, huh? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? You did it too.
But that was then. This is now.
I had one coming. And you got to take it.
Yeah.
That's why you never, ever. I don't care how nice and noble it sounds. Well, honesty's the way to go. No. If honesty was the way to go, you wouldn't be cheating off.
They wouldn't call it cheating.
You're playing outside of the boundaries. You're not being fair. Never. No. Never. I've never admitted to that. Ever. Yes, hello?
Is this 105.3?
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering if I could get on the air.
What would you like to say on the air?
He's saying if they're smart, it's going to hurt somebody, then you don't do it.
I'm waiting for her phone to clear up. I'm sorry, your phone cut out. Say it again.
I'm sorry?
Your phone cut out. Say it again.
Oh, I said that's BS what he is saying.
Why is that?
Because if you are smart enough to know that it's going to hurt the person that you supposedly love, you wouldn't do it in the first place.
How does one have to do with what he's saying on the air?
How does what?
You heard me.
No, I did not.
I'm not going to put you through to him on the air. You're too stupid. He's had too many stupid people on today. I prefer you never call this station again.
That's not stupidity. That's stupidity.
Well, it's a good thing her phone was cut down.
Yeah. Who knows what she said?
Oh, y'all are so wrong.
Why? Why is that wrong?
Why is that wrong? Because there's no reason to cheat on them if you love somebody and if you truly love them.
There are plenty of reasons to cheat. You know what? I wish I could live in a perfect world where nobody cheats, but people do. And when you do, there's no reason to go fess up.
Well, then why do you get with one person? If you have the need to cheat, then don't try to...
I just explained it on the air. If you're with one person, that's where you get the love and compassion you want from the relationship. Guys can separate from that and go get sex other places too.
No, because why can't you get your sex from one place?
I know I'm not explaining it perfectly, but you get the thing. It's pretty clear. I understand your point. 3 or 4
So
times
why
now.
cannot you get sex from one person?
Because you can, but it gets old after a while. It's like driving the same car for 20 years. Who wants to do that?
Why does it have to get old?
Because it just does. It gets old. Time.
Are you telling me you can only come up with a few ideas and, I mean, you have to have a new person to come up with
You know what? After 20 years, I don't care if I'm driving my car upside down. I'm still going to get tired of it.
Maybe if I go in
You have a
reverse.
severe complex or something going
That's
on.
not a complex. Men get tired. Learn to live with that.
Nope, then you need to find a woman who can keep you interested.
Women get boring.
No.
Yes, they do. Let me ask you something. You must shut up and listen to me. First of all, I'm going to teach you something, but you got to shut up first. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been married?
6 years.
All right. Sometime in that 6 years, your husband has stepped out of the relationship.
He flirts, but I can guarantee he's never seen.
No, there's no way you can guarantee unless you monitor him 24/7, and you don't, do you?
No, because I have complete faith in him. But
and that's what guys hope for. We hope for. You want to learn something, you want to keep mouthing.
Are you just scared to let hear somebody else?
Lady, I've been doing this 22 years. I've already heard nutty bitches like you. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to do you a favor, but obviously.
Wow, I just learned something.
Yeah. It's times like that. It really pisses me off that I have to hit the delay.
Yeah. That was a good one.
That was good.
We found out what she's sitting in.
Yeah. And it doesn't have a great smell to it. We have to break again here, Andy?
Yes, please.
All right. We'll break. We'll come back. We'll piss off some more chicks.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
And on the reverse, if my girlfriend cheated,
yes,
I'd want to know.
You want her to come to you and say that?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Isn't it the same thing? She's just getting, it's not burdening you.
I deserve to know.
You just want to have it in your little file so you can use it against her later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a chick thing.
What?
Using it against them later.
I need to know if I can't trust a bitch.
Seems like you just go ahead and kick her to the curb right away.
Oh, I would. Yeah.
You know, wait a day or two, make her feel like everything's okay, then kick her to the curb.
Get that last good grudge F.
Mm-hmm.
And then get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Anybody pissed off on the phone before we start news?
No, not really pissed off.
Let me see what you got. Line 3. Go ahead, Matthew.
Hey, how you doing, Russ?
Yeah.
You there?
Yes.
Okay. I got a good one for you, man. My girlfriend admitted to me that she cheated on me just recently. And so I'm the same way. I'm like you. I really didn't want to know. And I just said, well.
Are you guys still together?
Oh, yeah, we're still together, but let me tell you.
Why?
Because I'm going to use this as a bargaining chip to move out. Our lease is up in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And she thinks we're still going to stay together.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is bring it up, and I'm going to say, well, you cheated on me, and you're a bitch, and I'm out.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, listen to what, so I asked her, well, when did you do it? She goes, it happened right after I pulled a JD and bought her a boob job.
Oh.
And she was like, well, you just didn't, and all she did after she got it was complain and piss and moan. And
set the stage.
She's like, all you did, you ignored me and took all my Vicodins. So,
And did you?
Well, yeah, because she was being such an annoying bitch.
Yeah, I know. Who did she sleep with?
Some married guy or some guy that she met.
Why did she fess up?
She said she felt guilty about it and she loved me and stuff. I've actually been wanting to get out of the relationship for a while anyway, so it's like perfect timing.
Mm.
Now I don't have to say, well, I don't have to make up a reason. Now there is a reason, and it's like an ace in the hole, like you said.
Oh, I wouldn't keep the ace in the hole if it was a chick. If she came to me and said I cheated, that'd be the end of that.
Yeah. I guess I just don't really care.
Well,
you're
hopped up on Vicodin.
Yeah. You doper.
You took all my Vicodin.
And did you? Yeah. That dude should be in a bitch. Go ahead, Abby.
Russ?
Yes, ma'am.
I have the ultimate story.
Well, then let me just sit down. Your who did?
My husband's cheated on me 2 times that I know of.
Yes.
So I haven't told him that no. I just systematically screwed every one of his friends, his brother, and his boss. And then...
You know what? He's probably a listener. Why don't you come up and do me while you're at it? That would really get him.
Well, I could.
How old are you?
26.
You guys have kids together?
No.
Okay. Are you cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, come on up. That's a pretty.
How do you think I got his brother to screw me on take a chance like that?
She's got you there.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of these days when he thinks, nothing's going on and he's out with his little bitch, I'm going to just catch him in the act, and then he's going to act all sorry, and I'll have to forgive him, and I'll put him through hell for about 3 weeks, and then I'm just going to tell him, oh, baby, I've been screwing your brother, your boss, your sisters, your brothers, and everybody I can get my hands on.
I can't imagine why he'd want to sleep around on her.
No. It won't take long before a house lands on her anyway.
She doesn't have a real high opinion of him. When I asked her if she wanted to use her real name, she said, yeah, he's too... I said, he might be listening. She said, he's too stupid to figure it out. So she's already got a really, really high opinion of her husband.
She kind of sounds like she forced that issue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She just had that bitchy air about her.
Yeah. Well, he sleeps with other people because he hates her.
Yeah. What line did you say?
7.
Yeah. Line 7 is. Yes, Nancy?
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I just wonder, how about if you're in love with somebody, having enough respect for that person to either not cheat on them or leave them before you do? Just have enough respect for them to do that.
No. Didn't I explain this earlier?
Yeah, 3 times.
Well, I know you explained it, but I got your whole bit about.
And you know what? I'd love to dress it up and say that's not the case, but reality is that's the way it plays out. Guys can separate love and sex because we are here to reproduce. Women are here to nurture and raise children, so you guys associate sex with love because there's a lot more that comes along with it.
Right, yeah, I know, I get all that, but it just seems like
but they still don't
have
understand.
enough respect for me.
But yeah, well, you said you understand, but so either you do
have enough respect for me not to do that,
So you don't understand.
Well, I understand that that's the way that they see it, and that there's probably a lot of men that do.
All men do.
Okay. But for me, I would think, please have enough respect for me to not do it or, leave me.
So you don't understand.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, either you get it or you don't. It's not a matter of respect. I'm just telling you, we can separate the two. I don't know if it's that we're more evolved.
Okay, then you can separate the two, and I can't.
That's why I think
a lot of women can.
I think it's a bigger deal when
I respect.
It's a bigger deal to me when women cheat because they go outside of the marriage. They're actually getting some type of, they have an emotional attachment to whoever they're banging. Mm-hmm. Not all of them.
Not Abby. That chick that called a little while ago?
Oh.
Yeah, not your dog.
Oh, okay.
Ulterior motive.
Yes.
Normally, when a chick steps outside of the relationship, she's trying to get some needs met that she's not getting at home. Guys just looking for a new poon to poke. Yes, Kat?
I totally get it now. I totally get it. So he's trying to spread his seed, and it doesn't have anything to do with me, and it's not personal. I totally get it. I never understood it, but now I get it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's one.
And he's going to be screwing his friends tonight.
It's only taken 6 years. Yeah. It's like building a house with no hands. Sex has nothing to do with love. How are we doing on spots, Eddie?
Get close.
All right. We'll do news when we come back from this next break. Yes, Dana? Or is it Diana?
It's Diana.
Yes.
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I'm 23.
Yes.
I've been with 2 people.
Uh-huh.
And but I was going to say that I totally agree with you that I've had a boyfriend cheat on me, but it didn't offend me. And
why didn't it bother you?
I'm sorry?
Why didn't it bother you?
Because at first it did, but then I really began to realize that it doesn't have anything to do with love. And if I feel
you knew that he still loved you.
Huh?
You knew that he still loved you.
Right.
Yeah.
And the women that called earlier, if you'll just understand that, don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with he doesn't love you, or that's how guys are wired. And you know, I mean, think about I can think of movie stars and gorgeous people, even people that they are with. They desire to be with other people. It's just something new, you know. So, anyways, that's all I had to say.
And very well said. Thank you.
Why, thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
That's a guy disguising his voice as a chick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chicks. You can't go screw somebody else and have a chick go, oh, I understand. Glad you love me. Yeah. Huh? You didn't love them, did you? No. Then everything's okay. It is? Yes.
You come home, she's reading Darwin.
Is this a trick? No. You love me, right? Yes. And you don't love her? No. I understand. So I can go now? Yes, go take a nap. Because you know damn well if you told a chick that and she said it's okay, I understand, you know you could never ever close your eyes again. Ever. After 16 years, she had an affair. I can't understand what he typed. What is it, Michelle?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm calling and asking you your opinion.
Go right ahead.
Well, pretty much you said it, the girl said it pretty clear about a girl, well, you did, that a woman is usually looking for something that she's not getting in her relationship.
Right.
When she goes out of the boundaries.
That's why when guys are trying to hit on chicks in relationships, whether they're married or they're just dating somebody else, the guy starts, that's why he talks a lot in the beginning. He's trying to figure out what voids you have in your current relationship, and he tries to fill those in because he knows once he fills those in, the Poonanny bus is about to come up to the Poonanny bus stop. I'm sorry if I'm getting too technical.
Well, I mean, I think he may have maybe pulled it in and done the digits, but not the complete act when he was away years ago.
Right.
So that wouldn't surprise me if he did mess around.
Have you had an affair?
Yes. Yes. Just recently.
And how did it start out? Did the guy just start by being
it was a girl. It was a girl.
Okay.
Okay. It was a girl. It was a friend introduced us, and I knew she was lesbian. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, one thing led to another, and
what was it?
There you go.
What was it you were getting from her that you couldn't get from your husband, other than the fuzz box?
I guess the emotional part of it. The emotional part of the relationship. I'm not getting that.
Have you talked to your husband about it? Not about the muff bumping, but just that you're not getting things met.
Oh, yeah.
And what
we know we have issues.
Okay. Is he working on it, or does he not care?
No, he doesn't care.
All right.
I mean, it's my issue, your issues, and this is the way it is, and it's always my fault. I think it's his fault. He thinks it's my fault.
You gone to counseling?
No.
I'd give that a shot before you totally, just whiz on fire.
And I'm not blowing it off. We have 2 kids, so I'm just having a little bit of emotional issues trying to deal with this whole thing.
So everything you did with this chick, do you consider that cheating, since there wasn't really any penetration?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because a lot of times chicks, if the 2 things don't happen, the penetration, they don't count that.
No, it was cheating. I mean, when you're with somebody, whether it be
Was it good?
Digits or, yes. Yeah. Yes, it was.
Did you guys use, like, you know, stuff?
Yes.
You know, like hammers. Toys. Yeah.
It was good. And it was only one time. We've been having more of a phone relationship lately because, you know, she lives a little bit of a ways from me. So.
Yeah. Where does she stay?
In a house.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather not say.
Okay. Well, I got to go.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. Break, you ready?
Yes.
All right. We'll come back. We'll do news.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
right. What we're going to do here? News? Oh, yeah. Anyway. My advice is don't pay to see Spider-Man until it's on DVD. Yes. I'm interested to see real reviewers, their take on the movie. Because if I didn't like it, and the action appeased me for a little while, you know how critics are. Yeah.
They're going to hate it.
And everything.
Yeah.
Who was there? Gary Kogel?
Gary Kogel, Philip Wunsch from the Dallas Morning News. Those are the regular critics. And you had just media people that were there just for,
Maybe.
Yeah. Rob Milford from KRLD doesn't even work there anymore. I don't know what the hell that was. But he certainly had a great review on it. And he was going to tell us while we were standing outside. It's like, dude, I hated the movie. I'm trying to get out of here. Mm-hmm. Don't pick up line 1? All right, I'll pick up 3 then. Go ahead, Wayne. You're on the air.
Hey, Russ.
Yeah?
Man, you're killing me, man.
Why?
About what you're saying about what we do. Me and my wife both are avid listeners.
Uh-huh.
We listen to you from like 3 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on our way home.
Yeah.
She is livid. We just stopped at Brookshire's. She has to pick some stuff up.
Yeah.
Man, she's whipping my butt, man.
Where is she right now?
She's inside the store.
What is she saying?
She's asking, do all men do this? I bet you do this, don't you? No, I don't do this, babe. That's the deal with me.
All right, Wayne. Now, you're sure she's in the store right now? There's no way she can hear you, right?
Yeah.
All right, how long you been married?
15 years.
How many times have you gone outside the marriage?
Well, we won't go there.
I knew it.
You're whipping me, man. Man, I love you, Dad. You're killing me. You're killing me.
I'll just tell her, you know what, say he's on the radio, he can't even stay in a relationship. You're going to listen to him or you're going to listen to somebody that's loved you for 15 years.
Yeah, right. We've listened to you for the whole time you've been on the air, Russ.
All right. I'm trying to help you out of this. I tell you what, when is she going to be back in the car?
I'm not sure. No, we won't go there either. You're not going to talk to her.
Oh, okay.
He has listened.
Yeah. But, really, can we do a revision on this? And maybe you might say that all men don't do this. I know it's a lie.
I'll say, when she gets back in the car, I'll say all guys but Wayne.
No.
Dead man.
I just want to call and let you know, man, you're whipping our ass.
All right, I'll stop.
Hey, no, you won't.
Okay. All right. Has that guy called back, by the way, Dan?
No, he hasn't called back yet. I was hoping it was him.
Tell the story. Because if he does call back, then we don't have to explain what's going on.
Yeah. He called the first time a few minutes ago when we were talking about the cheating thing. He said, I think that's the final piece. I've put it all together. My girlfriend's been hinting around about cheating. And he said, I think she is the girl that Russ met at Toys R Us.
How did he piece all of that together?
I don't know. But I've gotten a lot of those. I've had, maybe 50 guys call in and say, oh, my girlfriend. And so I got in the habit of just hanging up on them.
Why are you nodding your head, JD?
Just seeding insecurity.
Who?
Of all those guys. They all suspect she's cheating, and they hear this, and they go, that's Russ. He's the one.
I figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Why would they think me?
Well, because they're insecure and they're paranoid.
They're hoping in their minds.
Why not like Scott Chesner?
Well, because
what's a focal point on me?
Well, because you're going on the air saying, hey, I'm banging married chicks.
I didn't say the chick that I met at Toys R Us was a married chick.
Well, that's why they have to piece it together.
Yeah, so I hung up on him like I hang up on a lot of them. And he called back and he said, dude, I am not effing around. I'm not kidding. I got it worked out. She told me that she's been with Russ. And I'm like, all right, nice try. Thanks. Click.
What would her motivation be for that?
Just maybe it is her. I don't know.
So he's called back a couple more times. This last time every other word was F.
Yeah.
Now he's attacking me.
What's he jumping you for?
Because I won't answer his questions. Because I keep hanging up on him.
What does he want to know?
Well, it was funny because I said, all right, fine. Just stop saying the F word. I'll put you through and you can talk to Russ on the air. He said, I don't want to go on the air. I just want some answers. Right. And so I said, well, if you're not going to go on the air, then I don't give an S, and hung up. Because I'm no interest to us if he's not going to talk to us.
If he calls back, tell him I'll talk to him. I'll be on the air, and I'll keep this call off the air.
Okay.
And we'll find out what's going on.
Okay.
And we'll find out if it's her or not. She didn't say she had a boyfriend.
Okay.
Start with the first question. Does she crap with the door open? Because this chick does.
All right.
And I'm not sure that's something that she just starts on the first dates, and then as you get into the relationship, she starts closing the door. Normally, it's the other way around. All right, you ready to do this? All right, 638, J.D. Ryan is on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by WB33 News at 9. How to avoid nursing home nightmares and protect the ones you love. Marty Griffin with a special report tonight on WB33 News at 9. The right choice at the right time, and by AT&T Wireless welcomes you to M Life, a life where you'll be connected to new ways to the people and the things you care about. All right, the creator of the Melissa computer virus was sentenced today to 20 months in federal prison for causing millions of dollars of damage by disrupting email systems worldwide back in 1999. David Smith pleaded guilty to a state charge of computer theft and a federal charge of sending a damaging computer program. In a federal plea, both sides agreed the damage was greater than $80 million. Smith is believed to be among the first people ever prosecuted for creating a computer virus.
What is that virus that's going around now?
It's Plez.
Yeah, what does that do?
It's just a pain in the ass. It's not even that bad. It's just what it does is it goes into your email file. It sends the same email out with a random header to everybody that's in your email file. Everybody that's in your address book.
But I've been getting it, and it's having the email address has like J.D. Ryan and it's not, at ev1.net.
Right, it creates its own. Because I keep getting them from you.
Yeah, I've gotten them from you. I've gotten them from Jonathan Dodge.
Why is it getting it from me?
I guess because I'm in your address.
But it's the made-up email address. It creates its own email and sends it out.
But I don't open it.
You don't have to.
Norton stops it.
It's still going out.
In fact, I got the Norton, and if I could figure out how to shut this off, I would, because it pisses me off. It scans the email coming in, which I'm okay with.
And then it
scans it going out.
Right.
That slows the whole damn. I don't care what goes out of my computer.
Well,
if you're worried about catching something, get a virus thingy.
The problem is the virus programs are not able to keep up with this one because the guy who wrote it is bragging about the fact that he has been changing it constantly.
Well, Norton's caught all of them. I mean, it comes up and it shows whatever those letters are. Then it says it tries to repair and then delete or quarantine or whatever. But, if I'm getting 50 emails every time I run a sweep to see if I've got everything, 8 or 9 of them are that crap. And it slows it down.
But unfortunately, the virus is getting through, and it's not doing anything harmful to your computer. It's just propagating itself. And it's going to get through the first time he changes it after each update. When the virus companies update, he just changes it and sends it out again, starts it all over again. So the first time it hits your computer, first couple of times it hits your computer, it's still going to slip through.
And you ain't got to open it?
No.
Just clicking on it.
It's self-replicating.
All right. Okay. So there's even no reason to screen it.
Well, just to keep it out, and it's just causing an email problem. It's causing email systems to bog down.
All right. And people wonder why I get pissy when they send me anything. If it's got that little paper clip on the side, and you send back a response, please don't ever send me anything. If you, I won't even listen to your dopey show again. Obviously, you weren't listening now. Because I said, don't send me anything. I don't open it. I'm not going to look at it. I don't want to see it.
Well, and it's on your website, too, which is where they're probably getting the address to begin with.
Yeah. That was the first thing when Ray started redesigning my website. I went, stick on the front page right there in the middle, next to a little flashy thing. No attachments, no email, or no forwards, no blah, blah, blah. Unless you wrote it, I don't want to see it. Right. And don't send me any pictures, because I don't want to see those either. If you're a chick and you think you're hot, there's a really good chance that you're not, so don't even waste the time. Thank you.
Right. All right, according to USA Today, the mullet is back. Of course, for some people it never went away, but now they say it is fashionable again. At least that's the word coming out of a Manhattan salon. Stylist Kenneth Tepper says about 1/3 of his clients...
What are you doing a thumbs up at, Everett?
Just giving you the thumbs up, right?
I ain't got no mullet.
Tepper says about 1/3 of his clients are sporting the business in the front,
party in the back
look. Tepper calls it the contemporary or the millennium mullet.
That's what you've got.
You ain't got no millennium mullet.
Yeah, it's a millennium mullet.
Turn around. Let me see if your hair's longer in the back.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's long. It's longer in the back than it is in the front.
No, it's not. I don't have a mullet.
Take your... I believe that's the official definition of a mullet. If it's longer in the back than it is in the front, it's a mullet.
No, I have a standard issue haircut. You have a mullet, which is fine. It's back. The mullet's back, Russ. You're fashionable.
USA Today says so.
I believe your hair is as long in the back as mine is.
No.
My hair comes down. It's above the collar.
Your mullet.
Turn around.
Your mullet, man.
Turn sideways.
No, you've already seen.
Turn sideways.
I do not have a mullet.
It's tapers.
It's tapered. Yeah.
I think it's tapered. It's longer in the back than it is in the front. That's mullet. You got a mullet.
That's ridiculous. I don't have a mullet.
Yes, you do.
Quit trying to...
I'm not trying to do anything.
Quit dragging me into your mullet world.
Mullet Rama. Mullet Rhea.
Mullet, man.
Oh, God. Hopefully your toddler wasn't traumatized Monday night when Steve Burns left his position as the host of the
Maniac
Blues Clues. Steve has 11 songs. He's got a new album out.
Mullet Man.
11 songs.
I already used that one.
On his Songs for Dust Mites CD.
Mullet Mite. Now you're too behind.
He just doesn't have a record deal yet. He said, I really don't care who puts it out. At the end of the day, I just want people to like it. I want as many people to hear it as possible, and I hope it finds a happy home somewhere. You can check him out on steveswebpage.com. steveswebpage.com.
You can't say that on the radio.
Well, all right. Let's see if I can make this. Yeah.
Although Mullet MF would have been funny if I had said it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the story you just read, JD?
Nothing. Steve Burns. Got a new CD out. You can listen to part 7 on steveswebpage.com. Steve Burns from Blues Clues.
All right.
Okay. Last Sunday morning, 6 o'clock, 52-year-old Alan Smith of Gulfport, Florida, is getting ready to go fishing when he heard a knock on his door. He said, who is it? It happened to be 2 young 20-year-olds. They said they needed to use the phone. They had had some kind of car problem, whatever. They told him the friend threw them out of the car, and could they come in and use the phone? At which time they both lifted up their tops to show them we're not carrying any weapons. The other one lifted up her top, too. She had a little sports bra on. He got the phone. On his way back to the door, he sees one of the young ladies letting themselves in. They can't tell.
I got Dr. Pepper before I pass out. Thank you.
They can tell he's annoyed, so they show him the goods again. And even once, both of them are showing this guy. A minute later, the chicks make a phone call and they leave. For some reason, the guy wakes up his wife, said, you better check and make sure your wallet is still there. And sure enough, it was gone. The whole thing was a ruse just to steal the guy's money. $56. He's out.
That was worth seeing, Can. It's a good cheaper going to the topless bar.
Yeah. Don't have to drive.
Great scam. Look, we're not packing.
There was a guy that picked up a chick at a bar. He was used to work at the Eagle. Picked her up, took her home. Hot chick. And this guy never gets chicks, ever. Takes her home, so you already know something's up. She gets him there, and they fool around for a little bit. She decides, she'll expose a little boob. He goes to the bathroom. She slips something in his drink. He passes out. They steal his TV set.
That's good.
Took his TV. I don't think they got the stereo, but and some jewelry. That was it. TV set and a bunch of jewelry. And of course, he doesn't wake up till the next day. It's like, you goob, if a hot chick is going home with you, you know something's up. You just met her. She's hot, and she wants to go home and screw. Buddy, that's losing a TV set right there.
You got to feel like the biggest idiot.
Yeah.
Might as well take her by Circuit City and save yourself the hassle of going home.
Yeah, there's pick one. Rosie O'Donnell's gal pal, Kelly Carpenter, is pregnant, and the expecting couple is overjoyed at the news. It was reported today. No word on who the father might be or how far along Carpenter's pregnancy is. O'Donnell already has 3 adopted children. Recently, she came out as a lesbian in a 2-part interview on NBC's Dateline.
You can't say any of those on the air either.
You can say mullet cat ass.
Well, yeah, you can say that one.
You can say Eddie's writing down a list of mullet names. Mullet spoonhead.
But those other two.
No. Mullet lobby is okay.
Caught JD totally off guard.
I didn't think you were going to hit the delay.
I didn't either. That was a delayed reach for the delay, which kind of threw me, too. I'm like, oh, God.
He's going to let it go. Get out of here.
I know how much time I've got to hit the delay.
That was good. That hesitation makes for great adrenaline rushes.
Yeah. You want to hear any of the audio?
Of what?
This is stuff I have for...
I suppose.
Lou Diamond Phillips on the plot of tonight's season-ending episode of Wolf Lake.
What cut?
It'd be on 21, cut number 1.
All right.
Lou Diamond Phillips. Wolf Lake.
So there's a mad scientist on the show who basically knows about the wolves, but because he's a wackadoo, nobody believes him, which is pretty fabulous. He intends to make somebody transform over the internet, and charge for it, basically.
So that's time. Season that I've never seen the show. Wolf Lake. Okay.
Poor guy.
Why?
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, things aren't going well. After he did Bats.
Yeah.
Well, he was on kind of a downswing anyway, and then when you start doing a bunch of schlocky sci-fi movies, you're finished. You're going to be doing TV movie of the week for the rest of your life.
That was another movie we knew was going to blow because they said Lou Diamond Phillips wants to come into the studio. Mm-hmm. And we all went, oh.
Here,
bless his heart.
Okay, George Hamilton, Haircut 2, appears in Woody Allen's new film Hollywood Ending, which opens Friday. Here he talks about changing one's image in Hollywood.
People build up an image of
screw China chicks. Is that what he does?
Yeah. No, that's Woody Allen. This is George Hamilton.
Oh. But it's a Woody Allen movie.
Film, correct.
All right, my mistake.
When that image, right or wrong, limits what you do, and then you try to change it. And sometimes you get stuck and they say, but then you have to reinvent yourself. And every 5 years or 10 years, if you don't do a major cleaning and overhaul, you're stuck. And you go down in the annals or annals of this business, and it's over with.
He should know. Mm-hmm. That's plenty. That's all we need to know. I'll see you Friday night at Amazing Superstore at 11327 Reeder Road at Royal Lane. I'll be there from 8 to 10. Also, come out and see the adult film star Tara Patrick signing autographs, a lot of t-shirts and good stuff. Once again, Amazing Superstore Friday night, 8 to 10. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right. Is that the guy on which line, Dan?
He is on line 3, but he still wants to talk to you off the air.
Off the air?
Yeah.
All right. This is a guy that thinks...
Yes, and I confirmed that it's him because he repeated back to me some of the things that he called me.
Okay, so you're sure it's him?
Yeah.
All right. And he still wants to stay off the air?
He still wants to stay off the air. He's not angry now. He's calmed down, so he's not screaming at me like he was before, but it's the guy.
All right. Let me see. Hold on a second. What's his first name?
Rich.
All right. Rich, are you there? All right, you're off the air. So what makes you think that of all the chicks in Dallas-Fort Worth, yours is doing something with me? She craps with the door open? Well, I said that on the air, so that could be anybody. And she's never, the chick I've been going out with hasn't said anything about having a boyfriend. Her hair is kind of dishwatery, not blonde, but, you know. What? What color is it? Oh, no, this one isn't blonde. It's kind of dishwatery. This was, what is today, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, our cans are fake. No, she didn't use either one of those names. Say what? No, not a Mustang. What? I'm hosing this guy. Dan got all these notes for me. Shush. Yeah, what do you want to know? You want to? Yeah, you can have her call me. That'll be fine. All right.
He's going to go home and kill her.
First of all, by this description, because when he called back, I told Dan, I went, get some information about her, write it down, and I'll hose him. Okay. So Dan wrote down that she was blonde, 5'8". Her real name is Misty. She tells people her name is Dawn. Why, I don't know. And she's got fake cans.
Dancer?
No, I don't know. It sounds like one.
2 names.
Sure. So even if he goes and he screams at her, she's got it coming. I mean, she doesn't deserve to get killed, but she deserves to get screamed at because she's just pulling this out of the hat and pissing the guy off. I mean, you know, the thing I didn't ask him is, if you think the chick's cheating on you, why are you staying with her? What do you care?
Well, he just bought her fake cans. He should know that she's going to start looking around just as soon as she gets them.
How many times? How many times do you got to pound it into somebody? Don't buy them cans. Don't.
They'll never get it.
I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you got kids. I don't care if you just bought a house together and you signed some kind of contract swearing you're going to be together forever. Don't buy them cans. Ever. Let them buy them themselves. There's still going to be a good chance that they leave you, but at least you ain't out $5 or $6 grand. John.
I know. He's back.
For the time being.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to be gone, aren't we?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. What is it, Lisa?
Oh, hey, Russ, I just don't agree with you. When you say women cheat for different reasons than men, they don't. They just need variety, too. I mean, you said
normally a woman that goes outside of a relationship, can you separate love and sex?
Absolutely, and I think a lot of women can. The difference is...
most women don't.
No, we're just...
That's why we reserve the special word slut for women like you.
No,
Yes, that's how we describe you. Slut.
We're just more discreet so that you guys stay so much more secure in thinking that we're not cheating.
Slut.
No.
Yes, Slutland, Slutorama, Slutteria.
You're just naive.
Sluts are right.
Naive.
Slutmart.
Naive.
Honey, you've only got one word. He's got a bunch.
Yeah.
You're losing.
Head in the sand and naive.
That's not head in the sand. It's not.
Absolutely.
Biologically, if you went to college and paid attention at all, biologically, we're set up that way.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think it's fine, and I think women are set up pretty much the same way.
No, I just told you biologically that's the way it's set up. Now you're shut up. Now you're arguing with science.
You'd like to think that because men teach us.
I don't have to think that. That's scientifically proven. And women that can separate love and sex are sluts.
You know what? Women that can separate love and...
I just explained it to you.
Do we have time for plugs?
Do we, Eddie?
Not really.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Keep going. Don't wait on the music.
All right. To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get in the studio audience, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. To email us during the show and only during the show, use the Russ Martin Show at hotmail.com. To contact Everett Newton at his law office, call him at 214-823-LAWS, or go to dallasattorney.com. For helping out the dog Kiki, we'd like to say thank you to City Vet, 214-219-2838. For information about the rest of the station, go to kyng.com.
Slutty Roma's, a place for sluts. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.